And we are back in business. Episode 31, the Culture Cast is live. Twisted
Story
Tubbs is
kid.
here with me, and I'm sure Bruno will be along shortly. He is fashionably late as usual.
Yeah, but look, do you know what I mean? We need one of us to be fashionably late. Do you know what I mean? And, do you know,
I know we were like two or 3 minutes late ourselves, like, but
yeah,
look,
but
we had to have the
because-
banter before we came on as well. So
yeah, and then we lost track of time because fucking who cares?
that's true. Now, before I go any further, I just want to give the guys on the Facebook page a shout out. Crap movies for crap people. If you go on there and check out that Facebook group, it's for awesome like movie content, and they do video game stuff and all other stuff as well. So they gave me a big showcase there earlier. So fair is fair. I'm returning the favor, and honestly, I'm on the group myself. So go check those guys out if you are on Facebook, guys. So this week, Tubbs, how did you fare out in life in general?
This week was a busy week when it comes to like real life stuff. There was like a lot of like functions and things I had to go to, which was like very fucking strange compared to like the last few months. You know what I mean? I've been like stuck at home and shit. But in general, it was a kind of a mixed bag of a week. It wasn't too stressy. It wasn't too crazy. I got out a small bit, and realized when I was out at these dues like communions, parties, whatever it was. I have now become one of those weird people that like hates being around people.
Yeah.
Why are you talking about me?
Yes, we are.
Who is that?
A magical Bruno entered the chat.
Oh my god, he's earlier than we expected. I love this. But
yeah, man, we just excused your lateness and you just arrived on the scene.
That is
Yes.
the fuck how I roll. What's
He's the
up?
Gandalf of the Culture Cast, my friends.
Exactly. I'm never late. I arrive exactly on time. Suck it.
There you go.
And I'm wearing white.
Ooh.
Karate. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at
Spoilers.
that.
Oh, I want it.
Ah, yeah. That's right, baby. Ooh,
What's that? Is
the
that
good
from
stuff.
Gremlins?
It's not from Batman anyway, that's for sure. It's from a successful franchise.
Hey, Tubbs. Did you hear about that Oscar that Brie Larson won?
Oh, he's starting already.
And it straight away.
Oh, I cracked my own neck on that one. Oh.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That was her doing her gym work on Twitter.
She no longer has Star Wars. Fuck her.
But it was only rumored anyway.
Shit. Yeah, but man, like that was the happiest I've been in a while. Like when I got that news sent to me.
Forget about the birth of his kids. No. That's definitely.
Yeah,
that.
that trump's the top of the list. That does like, man,
God.
you're no longer in Star Wars.
You won't get this one, Bruno, but Connor said, "Evening all. I now associate Tubbs' voice with the sound of Glen Rowe on a Sunday night."
What is?
Oh my god, I'm so don't know if I'm offended or honored by that one.
He's definitely a proper Miley, like, isn't he?
Fucking Miley, you fucking fuck.
Tubbs, can you do me a favor?
What story?
Can you just say, "Well, holy God," for me?
Ah, well, holy God.
So Bruno, this was like an Irish soap. It used to be on 9:30, same time as us, years ago. And there was a character called Miley, and he like owned a farm and stuff. And he used to say, "Well, holy God."
Straight
Owned a
away.
farm.
This all go
And
around wearing woolly
He
jumpers and
owned
stuff.
some sheep as well, Bruno.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he did.
Think
Look at
You
him.
Emmerdale
know,
of the
Irish
90s.
farmers and all that, you know.
Oh, what a player.
It was
Knee
a
deep in
sta-
wool.
It was
Yeah,
a staple of growing up in Ireland, though, that you had to be in bed before Glen Rowe for school in the morning.
Yeah, because it was that shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was that completely.
Every
fucking-
child in Ireland was like, "But mommy, can I please stay up and watch Glen Rowe just for an extra half an hour?"
That'll tell you how deprived of TV we were back in the day. Like,
Anything will do. Anything.
yeah, there was no
I think it all.
Netflix and the Disney Plus as the kids have these days. It was like fucking half hour of fucking Glen Rowe before bedtime.
Oh my god.
You went
We-
to bed
we used to have
dreaming of sheep.
Yeah, we used to have 4 channels, and that was it. And the first 2 were shite. One of them was full of adverts, and the only one that was semi-decent would only play decent stuff between like 6 and 8, and that was it.
That's
After that,
RT2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After
we
that,
had.
nothing.
I think we had 2. I think RT1 and Network 2, and that was it.
Oh, that.
RT1 and RT2, Brian.
RT1 used to show like all like old people TV, and Network
Oh,
2
God.
that it was called after that, Tubbs,
Yes.
used to show like teen shows and eventually Friends and The Simpsons after a long time. And
Yeah, they realised Glen Rowe wasn't going to cut it no more, like, you know. And people
Hey.
wonder why I have a fucking trim of sociopathicness in me, like, you know.
I
Well.
don't, and I watch Glen Rowe too. But anyway,
Yeah, but you
Bruno,
live in the country.
Bruno, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I do not live in the country. They have banned me from being around sheep. Go figure.
Also,
Is it because you
you're
love
just,
wool?
Yeah, because I used to take them towards the cliff so that they'd like push backwards.
that is.
A man after my own heart there, man.
Yeah, I'm.
See,
that's
you
cute.
don't know what you're doing until you like get their legs into the willies, so they can't escape.
Yeah. Now, and just,
That's
just
something
to throw
somebody
it out
else
there,
told me, by the way.
just to throw it out there for everyone on this fucking panel and show tonight, everyone in the comments, I did not fucking take it there tonight, Brian.
I think it was my turn, and we can move on perfectly from here now. Like, so
Yeah.
there's no lower we can go. Yeah. So
week was good. Bruno's on early, and you know, like Glen Rowe and Sheriff.
So before we proceed on to show and tell, how was your week in general, Bruno?
Week was good, man. Week was good. Got a fuck ton of deliveries, which is good, and I have a fuck ton more coming, which I'm really excited about. It's major. The majority of it is Mayfac stuff. Majorly. What the fuck was that? Majorly. Yeah. Oh, hello. But I have some. I got some nice stuff this week.
So as for myself, back at work this week. I'm still not 100%, but I'm getting there. You know. Back to work again tomorrow, so yeah, that'll be the acid test. So week was okay for me. Watched some awesome TV, which I'll go into in a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's go to show and tell. Before we do, I'm going to check the comments.
Well, like, I mean, I'll just go first because, I mean, I didn't have show and tell this week because all my money went to other people's fucking shit. So
Connor said, Tubbs, I hear Tubbs and I know I have work tomorrow.
I like it.
And Damien says, before you go on, Tubbs, Bruno, you are an 80s god like me. Well, maybe not god, but 80s guru and proud. Definitely not a guru, but wow. Bruno's calling himself a god now. And Mick said, Meow said the chicken released a dwarf. He's talking about you, Tubbs, just in case you missed it.
Fucking Jesus, small jokes, man. Been like 15 minutes into the show, like.
Straight away into it.
And then he backed it up with, I love you, Tubbs.
I love you too,
Oh.
you fucking fucker. Yeah, I'll just get my.
Also death by doggies, just so we don't miss that.
Did he say it? Oh,
I did.
Oh, you did. Death by doggies. Yes.
And Nick also says, happy birthday, Brie Larson.
That bitch don't have no birther.
What the hell is a birther?
She doesn't have no birther.
Birther.
That's how they talk to the old shape down there in Glenroy, like John said.
No, Tubbs, I'm sorry, I cut you off twice there. So what were you saying about your show and tell? That's the word.
Oh yeah. Technically it's not my show and tell, but it's something I did buy this week. For my 5-year-old twin daughter. So like I've kind of started nerding them up, because they're like, you know, like watching kind of stuff I watch. But I got her this fucking
that's actually pretty cool.
12-inch fucking Ray from Star Wars, like with the fucking bow staff and everything in it.
That is actually pretty cool. Is that soft goods?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But I was just fucking picking something up from like dolls and stuff, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I get them these things, they look cool. And I'll be honest about it, I can't wait until they get bored of this shit.
So
that's
you
going
can
on my
take
fucking
it.
shelf, like, you know. But look, this is like, it's pretty
That
fucking.
is
basically like a Bratz version of Ray. You know?
Now, funny story is, right, It's
No,
a
I'm being
12
serious.
No, but it's not an action. It's an action figure. It's posable, the knees bend and all that kind of stuff. But it's more like a doll, you know. But it is. It's a 12-inch Ray figure doll, but it's $6 on sale,
They're
man.
not dolls, they're action figures.
But it was only like €6.
That's not bad.
€6 for that.
Yeah, it's cloth. Fucking look at all the cloth and everything in it. It's pretty. And the
The amount of
stuff is
detail
fucking,
that
like,
that the doll has, that's actually really
Over a
decent.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, both
Yeah,
staff,
that thing
the
is
whole-
definitely staring at you in the middle of the night. Dolls creep me out.
Oh no! Don't do that, Tops. Don't do that. Just lick it.
But then
close.
yeah, so since I had like communions and parties and birthdays all this week, I had no money to buy fucking nothing this week.
That is
Oh.
sort of lies though, because I do have something on the way to me for you. So you can talk
Oh
about
yes,
that.
yes. Okay. Technically, I did actually purchase something through Brian and through another friend of the show, Alan, which is on the way. So
Very nice.
it is a purchase. There is
Keep
a
it
purchase.
for the next. Keep it for when you actually have it in hand.
Yes.
Show and tell.
And I might even open up that bad boy on the show, since we've
Oh.
confirmed that I am like an inbox wanker.
And it is on the way as well. Just so that you know.
Cool.
Bruno, do you want to go first, or shall I go first?
You go first because I'm probably going to rant a little bit.
Yeah, because
As
Bruno's got
usual.
like 95 things to
We
show
do
us,
like
so.
rants, don't we?
Yeah.
So I have a few things. So basically, I got some bath parts from Frank Cullen on Marvel Legends Ireland. I have now the
Ooh.
parts to finish him, so we'll be doing a video on that.
You finished them then?
Yep.
Nice.
And what else? The most pissed off part of my day that day was I also got bath parts to finish Abomination, and now I have two of the same leg.
Oh, that is a wanker.
What balls. But
Did you
But
buy
why
a
don't
trade?
why don't you just
bought.
sell the leg to pay for the other leg?
I'm gonna try and get a trade maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you saw my video during the week about Unpost, the reason Tubbs and stuff was taking so long to come was I bought stuff from Alan, and it was at one point trapped in customs for about 5 weeks, and we were at one stage of this. I was told that it was being sent back to the sender. So what Alan was going to do was put Tubbs' stuff into the box and then resend it. But then all of a shot, it landed on my doorstep with no warning. And yeah, so I'm just going to show you these awesome customs that Alan made. So you guys have seen the cheap kind of Leonard Predators and Smiths.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought one as well. They're good, but they're
10 or 12 quid, right? Aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah.
How did this fucker turn up? Because this is what I was actually going to ask you, because I was thinking about getting this done myself.
So Alan just said for the laugh, he was working on the other figure, just throw in that Predator figure and see if I can make it better. So this is the final result.
Fucking hell.
Fuck.
Jesus. I'm putting.
Look at the fucking detail on that, like.
I mean, he doesn't look like he works for Cartoon Network now.
No.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he's worth about a
Yes.
$5. Hold on, have I got a better light? I don't. Never mind.
You
But
can
yeah.
see it, like the metal sheen that he's done on the body and everything. Like, fair play, dude. Jesus.
It's just class.
Oh, I'd
And the
definitely
best,
be giving Alan a shout. So
the best part of it is like articulation isn't
hindered.
it isn't hindered at all. Like,
So did he
still.
take it up? Do you know, like, did he take it apart? Do you know? Or did he?
No, he sealed all the paint and stuff after he did it, and multiple coats.
Fair play, man.
I don't know how, but just looks incredible. Like,
Yeah.
So-
that looks really good.
so that's that. And that was only like, oh, throw it in the last minute, see what I can do, kind of thing. Excuse me. So the other figure, I know you've seen it already. You guys have seen it, but the other figure was something from my PS1 days. This is a custom Ricky Maru from Tenchu Stealth Assassins.
Nice.
and that's a fully custom head and everything, is it?
It used to be a Steve Rogers head repainted, and the mask was sculpted on,
Oh damn. Fair play.
and this part is all new as well. And yeah,
How did
he
do
said
that?
it was just a bitch to paint. That's the only thing.
Interesting. What was the reason that he said it was a bitch to paint though?
Because of black on red. It was a hand ninja originally.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
right, right.
okay.
So
Yeah.
just multiple coats and getting it to not be sticky. Again, no problem with articulation and stuff either.
Yeah. No, I can imagine that being an absolute bitch.
Absolutely meant.
I've actually been talking to him because I wanted him to do a custom for me as well. Mainly around. Let me see. I have two of these guys. Absolutely love these figures. The V Toys.
Oh, the human thingy, whatever.
Yeah, like they're super flexible. Like they can almost.
Yeah,
blow
'cause
themselves.
they're support. They're for art, right? People
well,
people buy them for like like for like posing and kind of like
yeah. I mean, I think that's really
completely
actually
couldn't.
how they have started. Because if you look at
Yeah,
the
I know
earlier
a few people that
ones,
have bought those just to kind of like like show them like how like
the wooden ones.
what's
right?
the word I'm trying to go for?
To teach Tubbs how to anatomy.
There you go. Yeah, anatomy. So they
Anatomy.
teach you how to anatomy, you know.
Yeah. Uh, fuck, where was I going with this? Yes.
I completely
Custom?
get your
So
train of
anyway,
thought.
custom. Yes. Anyway, these guys are awesome. They have a fuck ton of articulation. I don't think that their body is suitable for a Spider-Man because I think that they're too chunky.
No, it's muscly.
But I really wanted basically I want a figure that can show. Well, this is quite flexible. What other like Marvel figure? Because I'm more
How
definitely
about
a Marvel
Venom?
guy. Well, I'm actually going to ask for Daredevil because Daredevil himself is quite a, fairly not beefy guy, but he's definitely bigger than Spider-Man.
Mm.
And as a custom should be, I say relatively right because I say easy for Alan, definitely not for me, but it would be just red body, change of head.
So
a
you go
belt.
more comic on it, so Bruno.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely go more comic color. Yeah, absolutely. I don't want anything realistic, but I want a good Daredevil, and I think this could be that. Hence why I was asking about the colors, Brian, because I think it's an interesting piece, like how to do that transition.
What else? Say also this week, my last two. I don't know. I may have shown these already. I can't remember, but I don't know. Slug
Yes.
from
You
the
mean Slag?
Dinobots. Slag, slug, whatever.
Yeah, lovely.
It's slag to me. But anyway,
I thought it was a Power Ranger droid.
get out, Tubbs. You're fired. But I don't pay you, so I can't fire you, so it's fine.
Hey.
Oh, lads.
Yeah, it was a bitch to transform. I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I'm
did
not
that
good
without.
at this stuff.
I did that fuck without instructions.
Humble brag.
No, honestly, like I genuinely did that one without instructions because I was just fucking around with it.
To be fair, I did it without instructions too because I watched someone else do it. Copied them.
You told
That's
me
what
about one
YouTube
which
is for.
was really hard to transform, which was tracks.
Yeah.
That I will agree with because I had everything done with tracks. I had his body up, and the problem with the front legs, the front wheels, I'm like, how the fuck? Like, I can't move it this way, I can't move it that way. I watched the video on
a pain in
it.
the hole.
He's a massive
And
pain in the
my
butt.
last thing, and my favorite Transformer since I actually started collecting them again, is Wreck-Gar Junkion.
Yeah,
Cool.
yes.
He's fucking awesome.
Can
Voiced
he ride? Can he
voiced-
ride? Let him take a
twinsies.
ride.
Voiced by Eric Idle. Imagine that in the movie.
Yeah.
So what does he turn into, Brian? Megan Fox?
Megan Fox is a robot and she's not a real person.
Well, she is going out with a machine gun.
Oh,
God,
no, I
she's-
don't even want to mention that fucking retard on my channel. Sorry for the
Yeah.
language. MGK brought me there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Someone. Now there's someone I could root for Conor McGregor against.
Yes. Actually, since we're talking about like figures and stuff, Brian.
Well, this is the Culture Cast.
Yes, it is. I might be one step closer to that figure I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I was talking to one of the lads I know, and he is.
Oh, okay. I get what you're
Yeah,
talking
in the
about,
next
I
few
think.
weeks, he's going to scan my entire fucking head, to see if we can get fully Tubbs custom head to fit on.
Listen to this vain motherfucker.
It's not vain. I just want a fucking shelf full of figures that are me.
He wants to play with himself. Basically,
Yeah,
he wants to be able to
literally.
play with himself in public without somebody telling him off. Done.
And that's the thing. So once, but I know what's going to happen is once I get the first one done, it'll be an Ace, custom figure. Ace was my wrestling character
right.
when I wrestled.
So does that mean you have to put on the face paint or the mask or whatever it is when you're scanning?
Oh yeah, that'll be sculpted on and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Onto it, and it was actually you that had said this to me about buying a Matt Hardy action figure with the cut-off sleeve jacket and then painting that white.
Jeff.
Wait.
Wasn't it?
No, Matt has the
okay.
character.
Tubbs, you used to wrestle?
Yeah, but for 8 years.
Oh, don't start him.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
Mate.
Mate, I fucking hell, I recognize you. Mate.
Yeah.
No bullshit. Hold on. Oh my god. I have a fucking picture of you. You fucking wrestled.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh wait, give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I actually have it. Holy shit. There you go.
You fucking dick. Very well played. Very,
Bruno,
very well played.
You ever know that you're my hero?
But yeah, I mean, outside of midget,
oh my god,
cheers.
amazing. Tubbs, just leave it. There's no coming back from that.
I'm sorry, Tubbs.
No, come here, dude. I cannot get mad at you, and it was
He's
a lovely burn. Because I was kind of going, Jesus Christ, did he see me? What's the story here? What's going on here? Like,
that one.
I wasn't sure if I oversold it.
No, but
that warms my long dead heart. Like
the 2021 will get me my first custom wrestling figure of myself.
That's nice, man. That's really cool.
That's
actually.
class, though. To be fair,
you're gonna put him on Puck's body? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm doing that.
I'm just getting annihilated in the comments.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was not on point. I'm sorry, Tubbs.
Let's go through the comments before we move on.
Oh man.
Damien Ristori says, Tubbs, how many birthday bumps are you going to give Brie Larson?
Is it actually her birthday today?
It was during the week.
And
Mick said, rent away at Bruno. We'll get to that. Yeah, we'll still get to that. And Mick says, Mikulan says, I got some third-party Transformers, Gundams, and comics, i.e. 4th issue of The Last Ronin. And Connor says, love that Predator custom. Mick says, I got Gnaw myself for the Transformers. And he asks us, is your wrecker loose in the legs? Mine isn't. What about yours?
I suppose define loose? No, not really. I don't think so.
As opposed to the opposite of solid.
No, as in like which, as in is it loose like this? Is it loose like this? Is it the knee joints? No, mine isn't though.
And oh my god, Joshy Boy says, damn, I'm late. You're never too late. We're here for 2 hours every week. So when you can drop in anytime is great. And Damien says, you make me wish for Dino Riders after seeing that, Brian. I mean, a re-release of T-Rex and Krulos would be hard to achieve. Bruno, what's your opinion?
I would absolutely 100% love Dino Riders. I remember playing with them as a kid, and holy shit, I had the Triceratops, and I think I had the Pterodactyl as well.
Yeah,
man.
Was the Triceratops? He was the orange guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't the Triceratops. Mine had an orange. Oh, I just remember the armor on it.
Yeah, the fucking. I had that one as well.
Are you thinking of the Triceratops from Turtles? That was orange.
No. It's maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I had a fuck ton of the Turtles figures as well.
Man, I love them.
Mick says, "Does it shake? Does it flop? Does it flop if you shake the figure, lads?"
Oh, I'm good. You said the figure. Yeah, the figure doesn't. This is the one I had. This is the
I can't really tell in bite mode, but anyway.
oh. And,
Jeez, we were spoiled for cartoons back in the day, kids.
you know what I started watching, which I remember seeing like bits and pieces as a kid, but never actually properly watching it. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs.
Yes, I remember that. The video game
Yeah.
of that. I had the Mega Drive.
Man, the show is actually pretty decent as well. It's not bad. Way more adults than I remember.
But I mean, even you look at things like Masters of the Universe and stuff, right? And look, let's be honest, it's aged pretty bad in its look, you know. But
Yeah, Masters of the Universe
just something
aged
about 80s
badly in general, I think.
No, but there's just something about 80s and early 90s cartoons, man. They're just like, even to this day, you can just throw them on and watch them. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Well, not all.
They're
There's some that are pretty suspect, but you know, like the likes
But
of
they're a good
Mask.
watch. They're really a good watch. Like even for my daughter, I would
Yeah.
gladly let her watch like the 80s turtle stuff.
I mean,
like,
and who
not
doesn't
a
like the fucking gummy bears, right?
Oh
Nah.
my god.
Tubbs, when we did our top retro cartoons a couple of weeks back, years ago, I don't know where that came from, but anyway, Tubbs number one was gummy bears, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was like, huh?
Do you know why though? I'll explain it to you before Bruno goes on to his I can't talk this week. He's fucking
Neither can I. So it's,
it resonated with me being an ADHD fucking mental case as I am, that like these guys just drank their fucking juice and bounced around and did their adventures, you know. It fucking
Why were they called gummy bears though?
because they were gummy. Oh.
There we go. He
Grandma
took it
gummy.
there.
Joshy says, talking of retro toys, does anyone remember War Planet? Now,
All planets.
I'm sure it was Battle of the Planets. Does that sound better? I think I remember a show called Battle of the Planets. All right.
Oh,
Captain Planet?
no, I think
No.
I think he means this.
Oh, I haven't heard of
vaguely
these.
I vaguely remember something like this, but I never really. It's one of those things you see maybe in like.
It's very like the Independence Day toys, actually.
Yeah, that's not clicking bells for me now.
I haven't seen those, to be honest. But
Clicking
they look
bells.
class. They almost
Does that
look like
even make
Mantiforce or something.
Yeah, this look. Do you know what this looks like? A mixture of StarCraft and what's it called? Almost like Warhammer, the figurines. Like you have
Oh yeah,
different units and things like that. People who like Warhammer are probably going to be like, nothing like it, Bruno. Fuck off. But anyway, there you go. That actually looks really decent. You get all of those toys with that.
That's class. And yeah, Joshy says, no, it's War Planets. And he says, hell yeah, when you put up the pictures. So yeah, I hadn't actually heard of that. We got Let's Survive Paddy Plays is in the house.
Yes.
He says Cadillacs and Dinosaurs was a great show, and Visionaries was top tier. It ended too soon for my liking.
Hey, do you want to know something?
And he also says, hello, gents.
I still haven't watched it.
Visionaries.
I've never watched it.
Visionaries, Knights of the Magical Light. Surely
totally got fucking confused there, because that happens to me sometimes. When you said Visionaries, I was thinking of Star Wars. The
Visions.
Yeah, Visions. Yeah, totally fucked that one up, all right?
Still haven't watched it.
No, still haven't got it. Because I've been watching other shit. Which we will get to it soon.
Mick says C&D's was good. Enjoyed the arcade game too. Tubbs reminds me of that grumpy gummy bear with the little legs. I think it's a rite of passage for you to join the chat. You have to drop an insult for Tubbs.
I don't
that's
know
what it's
how
been
that
like.
became a
I don't know how that became
right
a thing.
away.
It just happened.
Somebody needs to meme this. It's like every time Tubbs thinks about Brie Larson.
Oh man. He looks like him. It's uncanny, like, to be fair.
Gold.
Paddy says, I loved watching Saint Seiya as a young fella. To be fair, I only discovered that a couple of months ago when I got some figures from I can't think of their names, but I got some Saint Seiya figures a couple of months back from a company, and I discovered it then. It's an anime, like, isn't it? Sounds really cool. Saint Seiya. Saint Seiya.
Do you know what I actually really, really fucking liked back in the day was The Last City of Gold. Do you remember that fucking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking pretty badass.
Joshy says, Joshy says rediscovered it recently, and the big one eats the smaller ones. It's sort of like Unicron, really. Damien says anyone of the age to remember Robo Story. Bruno, check it out.
Yeah.
And
Bruno, throw it up on the fucking screen there so you can remember it.
Yeah, I don't really, to be honest. I can see
I do remember
the
that.
animation style.
Yeah, I do remember it. That means I'm old, right? Fuck.
yeah, we've known that anyway, Tubbs. And Paddy said, I have it on DVD here, Tubbs. Make a Paddy, lol, 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 lol.
Yeah, he has what on DVD?
The fucking, not the gummy bears, but Sensei, I think.
Oh, yes. Or is it Last City of Gold?
No, because it came while you were saying that. So.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. My bad.
And he says, okay, the only reason I got into Sensei as a young fellow was one of my mates is French and we'll bring back VHS that he'd recorded from France and it was all Sensei and Sailor Moon. I've never watched either of those. I remember Sailor Moon, the game, all right.
I remember Sailor Moon. I remember like kids used to take the piss out of each other if they said anything about Sailor Moon. Kids would take the piss out of you. Never watched it.
But how fucking crazy is it, all right?
Before you go, Tubbs, though, how did they take the piss out of them if they didn't know about it? If they'd have known about it themselves to take the piss?
Yeah, it's a great point. When you're a kid, you don't think about that shit.
Back in the day, if you remember, because let's be honest, even in the chat, we're all fucking nerds here, right? Back in the day, if you knew about all this shit, you were just a fucking nerd, right?
Oh my God, yes.
But now, that shit rules the fucking world.
Yeah, you're a connoisseur.
Paddy said, I have Visionaries on DVD. I should have been clearer. Well, Paddy, just a little one-up you on this one. Back in my parents' house, I still have a Visionaries VHS under the video cassette player or whatever it is.
I have
and
the Masters of the Universe on VHS.
I have Mortal Kombat on VHS too, the animated
animated cartoon?
Yeah.
With the choppy 3D shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Must have that as well, yeah.
Goro kills Kung Lao in it.
Yeah. I mean, have you watched it recently?
I watched it last year sometime.
Yeah, I mean, I randomly came across it on like YouTube. And it
doesn't hold.
It's product of its time, really.
It's a product of its time. Joshy said, Tubbs, you can't hate Bree in Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
He's right.
Agree.
He's right. Scott Pilgrim versus the World is everything in that movie is great. Sorry, Tubbs.
Oh no, I agree. Scott Pilgrim is a fantastic fucking movie. But
come on.
No,
Brie Larson's a cunt.
And in that movie, technically, she was, yeah.
Exactly.
So she was a bitch in that movie, but she was awesome.
That movie foretold the future, in entertainment form. It foretold how much of a cunt she was going to be in the world.
And that's our 2 cunt minimum used up. Oops.
Oh, we've gone over. So,
folks.
wait, so because you've already gone over, can I say cunt and we can? Oh shit! Now we've used for.
Anyway,
now we've just gotten struck off YouTube.
So, Bruno, your haul.
Yes, my haul.
It's the longest we got into a show
it's
without
good.
finishing.
Rekgar, I had to put him in a cool pose because you showed him as a bike. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
he
love him.
Yeah, I kind of regret actually not buying 2 of these because of what you said. Getting him to ride himself, not a bad way to go. Really good figure, man. Like holy shit, I wasn't expecting to like him this much. Next up, I have these still to be opened.
I mean, like anyone can ride Rekgar.
Aha, yeah. I have the Seekers.
Nice.
Yeah.
All Purple Rain and Acid Storm and
exactly.
Storm, as I used to call him.
They are honestly like you can't go wrong with these. They just recolors, no doubt about it. But they're awesome. They look really, really good. And then, so do you want the rant for last or?
Also, Joshy said her name, and that was Envy Adams.
Thank you, Joshy. Yes.
So yeah, fire on ahead, Bruno. Let's hear it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna do the rant for the ending. Oh, come on! There you go. Look at this. Look at this fucking bad boy. Look how big he is. Look how big he is. He is sick.
My God, Bruno is swinging some.
No, that is never what she said. I wish she did. This thing is awesome. Like honestly, I regret not buying more than one. That's what I'm gonna say. So I mean, there you go. Like each knuckle is articulated. Oh no! Don't do that. Don't. No, there's no reason for that.
That's a bad sentinel.
There you go.
That's-
No, that's not
what
peace.
size is
This
that,
this is peace. He's so rude. I'm sorry, guys.
How big is he?
He's at least
32,
6
isn't it?
inches. Yeah.
Okay, we've established your manhood. How big is the sentinel?
Oh, my manhood, at least 2 inches. No. So genuinely, I don't know. So let me see. I mean,
I think it's supposed to be 32 inches, isn't it?
Is it 32?
I
something
love
like
it.
that.
That's how I. That's
He's
how
like
I
looking
calculate
down phones and shit.
He's
Like,
he's 6 Vegetas tall.
it. So that's about 30 inches, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they're about
I mean-
5.5.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, somebody can probably check it. He's awesome. He is really, really good. He comes with a fuck ton of accessories. Two
Genuinely,
additional, two additional figures as well.
What were the
which
figures?
is I didn't take them out. I should have actually taken them out. So it's Bastion or a random Centurion, if Sentinel. Sorry, if you just want to put on a normal head, and a female Sentinel. I really
Okay.
love those. I wish Hasbro had actually done those as army builders. Because ever since I read the story arc Operation Zero Tolerance in X-Men, I've always wanted Bastion, and now I've got him. But I would gladly buy more of them. And then this is so that's that.
How is the knee on your one?
It honestly, it's fine. I've seen people do like beautiful poses with them. I don't think I'm gonna bother with that. I'm just gonna have him in a
Just
fairly
explain.
static. Yeah.
Mm.
Fairly static pose. Fuck it. I know that he can move around if I need to, and if I ever want to do anything crazy, I can. But I'm gonna just keep him like fairly still, and then if I ever get a bigger place or something
I'm
like
definitely taking my Galactus for a drive when I get it. Like so,
that. So this is the thing. Galactus is even bigger than this fucker, right?
it's just the head, though. Yeah.
Yeah, like Galactus is gonna be. Can you see my hand? Oh, I shouldn't raise it like that. It looks like okay. But anyway, so
I understood that reference.
You did, thank you. I hope nobody else did.
Oh.
So I just read Paddy's comment.
So let's read comments. Was first off, Nick says Brie Larson could bake Tubbs a cake, take him on holidays to Vegas, buy him a Ferrari, and give him €1 million, and Tubbs would still call her a thunder cunt. La la la.
Like, I mean, look, it's like, I don't hate her, right? Because I don't know the girl.
I think we've
could be lovely.
exaggerated the hate a lot. Though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh no,
that's-
let's be honest. It's become part of the gimmick now at this point.
Yeah.
But genuinely, my dislike comes from her just being a complete cunt every time I see her. So
Yeah.
that's just literally what it is.
Yeah. I get it. I get it.
And Paddy Place says that Sentinel is wrong. And he also says, "Can Tubbs is stone cold in your Sentinel fight, Bruno?"
I
That's
fucking
my
love
copy.
that Paddy brought up the fact that I have a 32-inch Stone Cold at home. That is fucking brilliant, Paddy plays. Oh, yes, we should fight these fuckers on camera. Like, I mean, we should be like the WrestleMania of the culture cast.
Yes.
Like, you just get.
And the Sentinel will be like, "Yes."
Oh, it
But
be
can
the
you
fucking
bend your
most
elbow?
epic- yeah, the most epic triple threat ever. Imagine a stunner her around the fucking world, kids.
Damien says, "Nice figure, but I'm saving patiently for Fing Fang Foom."
Come.
If
Are
it
they making
comes-
a huge ass version of him as well?
That would be
Eventually,
awesome
I
if they
think.
did. Hopefully. And Paddy says, "I understood that reference too." Yeah. And Paddy says, "I know my Tubbs." And Mick says, "That's fair, Tubbs, about Brie." It's nothing what you say about Brie Larson is fair, to be honest.
Nope.
Anyway.
Brian thinks I'm way too harsh about my viewings of the Brie.
It's like
Of
my
the
views on the DC universe.
You see, this is where it comes in. This is where the divide happens, right? It's like,
But see, there isn't a divide, Tubbs. I would love the DC movies as much as the Marvel movies if they made sense. It's like the WWE stuff at the moment. It's a ball of shite, but I would
Yeah,
love
but
it.
so you can understand my situation with Brie Larson. That like nothing that comes out of her mouth makes any sense.
I like her, so I have no problem with her. I don't know the girl personally, so I have no beef with her. So
I wasn't raised this way, but I would firmly punch her upside her fucking chin because she's just fucking like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, if she was naked, I'd have a look, but
and then punch her in the chin.
Yeah, exactly right. I've seen what I need to see. Now it's knockout time.
Wow. Wow. Anyway.
Anyway.
So, what did you guys watch, play, or read this week?
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, yeah, he's got one more, Brian. Fucking let the man finish.
Yeah, let the man finish, you fuck. So this is the very quick rant, I promise.
No, go on. I forgot completely. I'm only joking.
I got Evelyn and Mossman. I wasn't gonna get Mossman, but after watching, yeah, man. Hey, after watching the show, I had to, honestly. So this is my minor beef with this line. These figures are awesome. They come with a fuck ton of accessories. Look at that for Mossman. Evelyn comes with a different head sculpt, different hands, a pouch, an additional staff. Like, honestly, she comes loaded. Mossman comes with, besides the hands that he has on them, like another 2 pairs of hands.
But the important question is, can you smoke Mossman? Is it the type of green we're looking for?
Man, that is rough. Maybe you probably could. Look at him. He's like, take it to the head. Take it to the head. But here's my beef with it. So those characters who are beautiful figures got loads of accessories, and then these fucks, like
Paddy said, before you go on,
yeah.
Mossman is doing the same arm gesture you were doing, Bruno.
Oh. Yep. This is how we got cancelled, kids. So anyway, the beef isn't even directly with the figures, it's more with the line. Like, hold on, you gave us loads of different things with those characters, and yet for He-Man, you gave us really little to no accessories. Like, and true, it's
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on.
Did you want him to come with a pink sweater vest?
Oh my god, yes.
Like, how cool would that have been? Huh?
But it has to like just go right above his like belly button.
Oh no, right above his Speedo.
Oh yes, yes. The crazy thing is that's not even a Speedo. This man just doesn't shave.
Yeah. It's insane. Like, I mean, like they should like literally like give you the option to pull that off and reveal his old school Speedo. Like.
But so anyway, the beef is the line is great, but on the main figure, they cheaped out on the accessories, like even the heads, everything like that. I think that they could have done better.
Not to mention he can't even hold his sword straight.
Yeah,
up.
exactly. He like.
I mean, Alan edited. Alan modified his one that he can actually hold the sword up now.
Exactly, he can do it like that. There you go. Fuck. Hold it like that. No, you can't. Yeah, so I'm hoping actually Mattel finally do some kind of maybe ball joint similar to maybe what McFarlane does. Although McFarlane.
Are you hoping for season 2 for the ball joints?
Yeah, I am actually, but I don't think.
Then again, we mightn't get any more He-Man figures now that he's dead.
Very true.
Spoilers.
Pretty true. But yeah,
show's been out over a month now, so it's
yeah, exactly. But anyway, that's the whole beef with the line. Just
that doesn't seem bad in particular because there's a lot.
No, I mean,
in most lines there is
a fair criticism.
Some figures, like I will say, he has everything he needs. Really, doesn't he? Just the sword and the.
I do get what what Bruno is saying though.
No, I do as well.
These figures are like €30 over here for each figure, right? You'd expect
€30 there.
Yep.
You'd expect them to have a little bit extra in there.
Yeah. Even a screaming head, something. And honestly, the hands could have been better. They could have given one which rotates. vertically as
Like
opposed to
the
horizontal.
universe ones of like, or Legends one go up and down and around, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, that was it. That was it. I will let you carry on.
Damien just said Thundercats, Ultimate Captain Cracker, and Slight are coming to me soon. BBTS done me proud. And Mick said plastic crack right there, Bruno. And Damien said that new Spiker looks ace, Bruno. Yes, I really like that Spiker. And that
Yeah.
kind of orc type beast man from the show looks class as well.
Love it.
They're out now, aren't they?
I know.
And stuff.
They're just like, oh, no.
I find because I actually find lately that there's so much dropping early because everyone in the toy industry is expecting a big like delay thing coming up
for
to Christmas
time and stuff
you
like that.
reckon
Like,
that's why they're doing it?
Because I got a payment invoice during the week for the Armadillo wave from Toys-R-Us for Marlon and Shriek, I think, yeah.
Mhm.
And I wasn't not expected to be until November, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's cray.
I'm
Anyway, guys.
fine with that, honestly.
So next segment is what did you watch, play, or read this week? Who wants to take first shot at this one?
I go first.
Go on, so Tubbs.
All right, so Netflix dropped a fuck ton of shit this week. I'm going to hit October 1st. So last night I watched Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead. Really fucking dig that movie. Really fucking loved it. I know a lot of people like John don't like the fast zombies and stuff, but I really fucking dug the shit out of that fucking movie. And it still stands up for me anyway to this day. But I watched a documentary called Attack of the Hollywood Cliches.
I watched it today myself.
Is that
It's
the one voiced by
very
Rob
good.
Lowe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I only saw the trailer for that shit. Got me in
Rob
stitches
Lowe's
with
brilliant in it, man.
with the Vin Diesel bits.
Yeah, it's very entertaining, and you know what? It's so on the fucking nose, and it's so fucking right in everything they're making fun of as well. You know.
Man, I need to watch that.
Rewatched Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man last night.
Yes.
So did I.
I will tell you one thing, Bruno, and I think Brian is going to be on my side here.
Mhm.
It does not hold fucking up.
He said this. You know what?
I was shocked when I heard that out of Brian's mouth. I'm not gonna lie to you, all right. When I heard when he told me that, I was like, "Fuck off! You love Marvel so much. Like this should have held up like for you so much." It really didn't. And Tobey Maguire's just the worst. Like he's just the worst. Like oh man, don't get me started. I mean, like we have James Franco, you know, like in it. He does what he does. I love Kirsten Dunst's alleyway scene. It's the most iconic thing I've ever seen in my life.
Of course it is.
Tubbs messaged me at least twice, maybe 3 times, talking about her razor nipples in that scene.
Yes. So
Age appropriate razor nipples.
Yeah, so I mean, no, don't get me wrong. It has some fucking wicked moments, things that really kind of like I remember. And I'm kind of go, fuck me, yeah, still I like this.
Mm-hmm.
But like it, you know, when you think back, like when you first watched, you're like, oh my god, it's fucking. Yeah. It really doesn't hold the essence that you remember it to have, in my opinion, anyway.
So
shocking.
Go on. So quick on a point. I actually did watch it this week as well. Rewatched it. I was talking to
Seems like we all did.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't expect it. It was I remember watching that shit at the cinema with my best friend at the time, and I was like, man, that was awesome. And you know, superhero movies weren't really that big of a thing. Maybe you had the X-Men, I think like 2001, if I'm not mistaken, 2000. But they did it right. This was like awesome. This appealed to people. And
Blade.
Oh man, Blade was fucking awesome. But yeah, many people didn't know Blade is a superhero movie.
True.
To be fair, Blade was the movie that kickstarted the fucking MCU's right. A lot of people don't give it the credit for that.
Maybe, I suppose.
It's a lot of things.
Not the MCU, but it was the movie that like really kind of
so that superhero
took the Marvel movies and you know.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But anyway, just very quickly, the one thing that I wanted to say, watching the movie, the Spider-Man movie, honestly, all I got, I still enjoy it. I still think it holds up. I know what you guys are saying. Fuck my god, Tobey Maguire. Like some of the acting is dog shit, no doubt about it. But I remember reading the comics.
Actually, before you go on, Bruno, me and
Yeah.
Brian had a discussion about this.
I think I may be talking to both of you at the same time about the same thing.
Brian said to me, he was like, something on lines of like, oh, like this is the moment when ugly crying was created in film. And then I said to me, Wonder, I was like, no, buddy, it was Dawson's Creek, James Vanderbeek that started that motion. Just went off in a spiral.
Nice. It's all started there. But anyway, watching this movie, and I think maybe because it was Danny Elfman as well, I got massive Batman '89 vibes, man. There was something. There was something about. I know it's a different movie. It's a completely different, style. One's very light, the other one is extremely dark. But I still got a big Tim Burton vibe. I suppose really because of Danny Elfman.
I mean, it's still not the worst in the franchise. So.
No, I mean Spider-Man 3 was just absolute.
Our Amazing Spider-Man 2 was awful.
That was the best one, Bruno.
What was Amazing Spider-Man 2 with? Like, I can't even.
Jamie Foxx Electro.
Yeah, that was that one.
I liked that.
No, but I
liked Electro on that.
All razor nipple jokes aside, like it was like I did like there was characters I liked in it. There was moments I liked in it, but it's like that thing, where like it's like we did the fucking retro wrestle chat for fucking nearly fucking a year solid, where we'd go back and watch fucking matches from 20 years ago and see did this stack up. This was very much like that. This was very much a thing of like, I remembered this being, oh my God, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And it's been years since I watched it. And yeah, it didn't have the same whole, like Spider-Man 2 still has that.
Oh, Spider-Man 2 is the train scene. The train scene gets me, man. It's awesome.
With Toby going.
No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even. The bit that actually. That scene is great, but it's when he goes to fall forwards and everybody's like holding him and they push him back, and they're like standing in front of him, not letting like Doc Ock take.
Get out of the way, you Spider-Man!
and to be fair, Brian knows this. I've actually taken a few pops off that scene in my time. The whole like we won't tell your secret, Spider-Man. It's this. I was like, it's so comic book, like But I love it though. I love everything about it. It is pure comic book. But this one, I mean, it was what it was. I enjoyed it for what it was. It didn't blow me away like it did when I first saw it. I will say one thing though. The hero fucking theme song still gets me in the fucking.
Was that from the first one or the second one?
That was the first one.
Which one?
The Chad Kroger Nickelback guy in the. I'm nearly sure that was the second one.
It's still fucking. I love that fucking song. But
the first one.
But anyway, crappy rock aside, like.
But getting to the fourth thing, that I watched this week. Before you
go on, Tom, I just want to give a brief like what I thought.
Yeah, go on.
Like when I watched it, as would it have been a teen? Yeah, 2000 thereabouts.
How old
17, 18. I'm not saying
that.
I'm 37 years old, Bruno. Shut up.
Oh, okay, so you would
Tubbs
have been
is
19.
older.
No, you would have been 18.
Hey, I'm not that much older.
Yeah, even back then, like it was an okay Spider-Man. It was an okay film, but it wasn't my Spider-Man because I hate fucking Tobey Maguire and his stupid face.
Go on, tell us more about this.
He's a 35-year-old or 34-year-old or something like that playing a 16-year-old.
All right.
Yeah, but back then you have to understand this, right? Back in that time, late 90s, early 2000s.
It happened all the time.
That was the norm.
Everyone that played a teenager was in their 30s.
Yes.
The whole cast of Melrose Place was going on 40.
Everyone in Dawson's Creek was in their fucking 20s, like middle 20s to late 20s when they were playing 16-year-olds,
Yeah.
But
it was just that.
Yeah, it was massively over campy and over cheesy. There's a line
and I hated the Goblin
that
suit.
I pointed out to both of you in chat at the wrestling match.
Yeah. The Jordan Macho Man Randy Savage match.
Highly homophobic.
It's very homophobic.
I have a counter argument to that actually. So I know exactly which line you're referring to, but at the same time, is it really homophobic? The main reason I'll say this. Go on.
But he uses it as an insult.
Yes, but he uses it as an insult against Macho Man Randy Savage.
But he's not Macho Man Randy Savage.
Think of it. In the early 2000s, anything like that was an insult.
That is
Because-
Yeah, in the early
that is
2000s.
actually true. That is a good point. Yes, but
Yeah.
what I'm trying to get at, there are people who I read this. It was a Reddit post about this kid
Oh, you
was
never
being,
go on Reddit.
No, I know there was this kid being bullied, and he basically just said to his bully, "Oh, do you want to come over and fuck?" And like, this guy's like, "What do you mean?" Like, he was so offended by this that the bully just left him alone, right? And what I'm trying to get at, there are people who would be offended by those types of things,
Mm.
and that guy would have been one.
But that is different. That's not offensive in that context because it's a bully using his supposed weakness against his enemy, kind of thing.
Yeah, fair.
But whereas I'm just
You
going to
have the
say
hero.
I'm going to say the line anyway
Say
because
the line.
Yeah,
Say
go
the line. I think we should say the line. We shouldn't.
when Spider-Man is battling Bonesaw McGraw,
Yeah.
he jumps up on the top of the cage and looks down and he goes, "Oh, nice outfit. Did your husband make that for you?"
And
As if
to
being,
add to that,
being
right,
gay is bad. That's
Peter
the way I saw it.
Parker is the hero of this story.
Yeah.
And I believed it a lot more because he's Tobey Maguire and he probably would say something like that in real life.
Yeah,
So
Bully Maguire, huh?
because he's supposed to be a prick in real life.
Is
No.
he?
Yeah, sure. You ever
Oh, I
seen
didn't know
Spider-Man
that.
videos that have come out in like?
Have you ever seen that movie about the poker games? I can't think of the name of it.
Rounders.
No, not that one.
That's the Matt Damon one.
It's the red-haired girl. It's in X-Men, not the Game of Thrones one.
Famke Hansen or something.
No,
The
the
redhead-
last.
Anna Paquin.
No, the last X-Men movie. She was the bad guy in
Oh,
the last X-Men movie.
You mean
What's
the
her
girl
name?
from Phoenix?
Fucking-
The Phoenix. Jean Grey. Sansa Stark.
No, not her.
No,
the other one.
no. Fucking Jessica Chastain.
Jessica Chastain is in a movie, and there's a guy in that is
Molly's Game.
Molly's Game, and there is a guy in the opening hour of that
Mhm.
who is supposed to be a take on Tobey Maguire, and he's an absolute prick.
Is that- So hold on. Is this? Is
they
Molly's
were
Game-
setting up all these like poker games for celebrities and stuff.
Yeah.
True story, like.
I need to. I need to. I do want to watch it. Don't without giving too many. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
It
that
wouldn't
he was-
be. It's not a spoiler if it actually happened. It's fact.
Yeah. But I don't know about that fact. Is what I'm saying.
But
Okay, I didn't know.
yeah,
he was massive asshole.
Joshy says there, as a gay, it is highly homophobic. Yeah, so there we go.
Interesting. Okay.
No point
Fair
point
play
going further with that.
Okay.
And
fair
Jonathan Redmond says, "Evening all. Hello, Jonathan. Welcome to
Hello, Jonathan.
the show." And yeah, Joshy just said you're using being gay as an insult, so you have to view it as a bad thing. Exactly what I said.
As I said back in the early 2000s, like
It was common,
said,
which is wrong.
likely it was likely
Yes.
being said in a mean tone,
Yeah, I suppose. Okay. Okay, I agree in those terms.
But anyway, also in Spider-Man, William Dafoe is the best thing about the whole movie.
He's
And-
excellent.
And even
Me-
he
me-
has cringe fucking moments.
And me and Bruno had a heated discussion the other day, and
We did.
it's a fucking Power Ranger costume they gave him.
I just said it, man. Yeah,
He said it.
I,
Yeah.
I tried to look past it because what I couldn't understand was right. Like when he's in the costume, he's got like the big yellow eyes down here, and the mouthpiece has got this like silver piece that comes
Mhm.
down to like completely block his face. But when he's fighting in the last fight, he's
Yeah.
got the visors up, he's got the fucking thing up, so you can see his mouth moving. I was kind of going, oh, so with your mask, you use that mask selectively, so So
Hmm.
now I'm in my final monologue. You can see my eyes project, and you can see my mouth say the words to Peter. I was going, it's pretty fucking stupid. Like,
I did love the scene in the burning building though. That's my favorite scene of the whole thing,
yeah, it
Oh,
was
which
pretty
one?
cool. Yeah,
where he goes in
Thing.
to save the kid, and he's you're screaming.
Yeah.
It's actually him under the hood. and
Did you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
notice? Did you notice as well? Do you know that that when he brings in the very last fight, he brings the glider up and he's trying to like get Peter like, oh no, Joe, you have to help me, and Joe, all this kind of crack, just to kind of
Yeah.
like, and then Spidey sense goes off and he flips over the glider. That
Mm-hmm.
fucking glider pierces him right in the dick. Like he's impaled in the dick. Like I was going, wow. That was pretty fucking low impaling. Like it didn't hit him in the chest or stomach. It was right where the fucking groinage.
I hadn't even picked up on that.
Just turn it on
And he
later,
died
bro.
from
Just
it.
have a look.
But Tubbs, what else did you watch, read, or do this week?
Okay,
Play?
yes. Look, I read a few things and I played loads of Days Gone again. But I think everyone is sick of hearing me talking about how fucking much I love Days Gone.
You must be coming up on the second complete clearance of it now, yeah?
I've beaten the game. I'm just platinum, and I'm getting the platinum on the PS5, and I'm doing all the challenge modes and stuff.
Oh, there's the humble brag.
On the what? On the what?
On the PS5.
Oh, on the PS5. That's it.
And this is coming from a guy that didn't even give a fuck about getting one to begin with. But the fourth movie I watched this week was a movie called The Room.
Oh my god!
The Room. I forgot about The Room.
Yeah.
Shit. We
I
should
have
have
to
watched
say,
The Room.
As much as I shit on her, she was bloody fantastic in this movie.
Wait.
Yes, right, folks. It was a Brie Larson fucking movie I watched.
Oh,
right?
that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about.
No, there's the crappy room and there's the Oscar-winning room.
Yeah, it's the Oscar-winning room. I found her to be fucking fantastic in it. I really dug her acting. I really dug the story. And this is mad because I never actually watched it.
I've never seen it myself, to be honest.
I'd seen it. I was like, oh, I get to that because like how many times has Brian heard me say, oh, I'll get around to that, you know? Star Wars Vision still hasn't been watched. But yeah, so I really dug the shit out of it. Because she seemed like a real person dealing with not a real fucking situation, but like a horrible situation.
And he said that's just called Room, you tit.
Oh, Room. Sorry, Room.
I added the tit myself.
But I really dug the shit out. Oh, and just actually as an extension of that, I dug the shit out of that movie, and then straight after it, I watched Man of Steel again because it's on Netflix, and the likelihood I'm going to watch it once a week.
Cracking movie.
Just before we go on,
I fucking love it.
Josh, you said it might have been 2000, but it was still bad. Just the gay community didn't have the voice to say it as we do now.
Exactly.
And Jonathan says the goblin costume was pretty nasty.
I still liked it, but fuck you guys.
it's terrible, Bruno, man. It's so bad.
What I liked about the costume is how do they make this character suddenly decide to wear that? How there is no easy alternative, right? And that's
go online, Bruno, and they have images.
He showed me. But
they have images of what they were.
I think it was a problem for that time anyway, because when the X-Men came out, they're like, put them all in black leather, it'll be fine.
Yeah, you can.
But I think, you know, that goblin mask, that facial prosthetic thing with the hood and everything else. The costume they went with was campy as fuck. It was fucking Power Rangers on a hoverboard. You know, it really fucking was.
Yeah, so, it's the exosuit. Yeah, it made sense. Okay, go on.
But but it really did look like a fucking Power Ranger suit, and it just, you know, and it did not age well. You know, I hope if he's shown up in the new one, if he is in fact in it, and this isn't just a rumor.
Not spoilers, just rumors
rumors, because it has not been confirmed in any way, shape, or form. And I hope if they are bringing him in, and he does end up showing up, I hope that they do alternate the suit.
I don't think they will, mainly because I think just based on what they're trying to achieve, I don't think that they would. But it could be an interesting concept.
Well, maybe like, you know, like fucking kind of go what they're doing with Michael Keaton in the Flash movie, like the old suit, but like slight modifications to it or something, from what I've heard. Yeah. Again, that's rumor because that has not been confirmed. I only read that that's what it was doing.
DC, is that a blank wall?
It's modified.
Better throw some shit at it.
Hey, come here, aren't you? Every other fucking person in the fucking internet does it.
I'll be honest. I would love. I said this to you before, Tubbs. I'm not talking all night about DC now, but I would love if they just shelved everything and
started fresh.
I don't think they are, though. I don't think that's what's happening.
No, because they're stubborn cunts.
No, because apparently Andy Muschietti rewrote some of the Flash movie script.
He's the guy that did it, wasn't it?
Yeah, so there's going to be a direct connection to the Zack Snyder Justice League, not the one that Warner Brothers wants as canon. It's going to have that, and Aquaman is apparently connected, and it seems. And the rumor mill is flying around that Zack isn't going to come back to direct them, but apparently he'll produce 2 and 3. That's what the rumor is at the moment, anyway. Because, as I said to you, Brian, it's not Warner Brothers now. You have to think of it. Discovery is taking over the reins of this. Discovery's taken over the reins of
I don't like it.
the umbrella now. So it's
I just don't think that they'll have enough money.
not to go down the fucking DC web hole here. But did you hear as well that apparently Discovery have pushed to have the Air Cut released, and there's probably going to be, and they're supposed to be announcing it at DC Fandom in 2 weeks.
And what?
I do love that Kylo Ren line. Let the past die, kill it.
Yeah, but see, you want it to die. There's others that like really want to see
But
what.
why? When there's a perfectly good Suicide Squad movie out now that is actually fucking awesome.
Oh, I agree. It's fantastic, but I really
let the other one
do.
fuck off into the ether.
I just want to see. It's like that whole thing is like the
But
curiosity
why?
in it.
But why?
It's curiosity, man.
But why?
Because I love it. I like the
Mate,
stuff.
but
you know?
Tubbs, the one thing I will say about it,
Mhm.
in order for them to do a proper DC universe, they need to have a good foundation. They don't. They are going
Oh
to
no,
be trying
they
to...
have a very good DC universe. It's in animation.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
you know that they cannot build anything worth of a proper comic book arc on the DC structure that they have today. They just can't.
Oh yeah, I mean, but
It'll
if you
just go
look at
to
the
shit.
DC like fucking comic book library, fuck
Hmm.
me, like there's so many. Like
Dude,
I mean, I'm
they can do
assuming
so much.
Snyder
There's
was
100
heading-
years of fucking stories, and they put 7 of them into one.
Like I
with
do
Man
agree.
of
Like
Steel and the other.
I
two.
love Man of Steel, and I do like
like it as
Batman
well.
versus Superman. I know a lot of people don't like it.
Not Batman.
I
Fuck
hated
Batman
Josh
versus-
Whedon's version of the Justice League. Absolutely didn't like it, but I love Snyder's one. And for me, that's a complete trilogy. It feels like a complete trilogy. I know a lot of people didn't either watch it or didn't like those movies, but and everyone that knows me knows how much I love Man of Steel. But I do agree that like they shot their load too fast as well. Do you know what I mean? They should have done Man of Steel, maybe then Batman, then Wonder Woman, then Aquaman, and
They have no confidence in
and,
other
and,
properties.
and,
That's the
and
problem.
then
They
Doomsday.
shot it too
Doomsday
fast.
should have been his own fucking movie.
Yeah, like
Mm.
Justice League
Doomsday
shouldn't have been the
belongs-
third movie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no way.
You know.
Comments. So Paddy said, "Does Tubbs have a PS5?"
Yes,
Jonathan
I do,
said-
Patrick.
Jonathan said, "Paddy, he has a PS5 controller for sure." Mick says, "Show us the actual PS5, Tubbs."
No, I won't do that, Mick.
I think I let him borrow my controller for a week. But
Yeah, I went into Smith's and just purchased a controller to show off. That's all I did. Like,
and Jonathan says, "Tubbs like in a Larson movie in the same breath as Man of Steel, so it's crap then."
like I went from like a Brie Larson movie into like the Man of Steel.
And he says, "Starting over has worked for Sony with Spider-Man. What worked for Sony for Spider-Man is here, give it to someone capable of doing the job."
No,
Yeah.
I look, I will
It was
agree.
MCU that did that.
I don't think it was a starting over thing. It was.
No, but what I
finally
mean was
kind of-
me saying starting it over would be my idea. But anyway,
Oh yeah. I mean, but I think it was the MCU, the way they introduced them into the MCU, totally kind of
oh yeah,
rebooted the interest in not the interest, because there's always been interest in Spider-Man, but you know,
Yeah.
like that whole concept.
it's
of
Yeah,
what-
okay, but this once again, it's because Spider-Man, the whole universe had sufficient structure. There's
Mhm.
been a bunch of backstory that went into it
so
before
you just
they even.
slot it in seamlessly.
Yeah. Exactly. The one thing that I will say is that whilst I will shit on Sony Spider-Man all day long, they did come out with one of the best Spider-Man movies, which is unrelated to MCU, which was the Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
fucking bloody fantastic.
Mm.
To
And
me, that
Brian-
was a labor of love.
You weren't like, I mean, you did.
I didn't like
you
it the
weren't-
first time I watched it, but I definitely
Yeah.
liked it more the second
Oh.
time.
It is. I loved it, but I think for a lot, I do know people that like had to watch it like 2 or 3 times for it to
Really?
really kind of grow
Oh
on.
no. First,
You know?
first time I watched it, I went with a guy that I used to work with, and he knew a bit about Spider-Man, but the amount of comic book references in there were just, it was perfect. It was
Mm.
excellent, enough to like keep you interested. Great twists with the Doc Ock being like a woman and you're not really seeing it. You could kind of see that Gwen Stacy was going to be Gwen
Which
Stacy.
was actually, what's her name?
before.
From One Division,
Uh,
Agatha.
fuck, what's her name?
Catherine
But
Hahn.
for me, man, for me,
Yes, yeah.
when it comes from like, my Spider-Man stuff, like I love me some Venom and Carnage, and I love me some fucking Spider-Man. I love all that shit, right? What I want in
Carnage.
live action is Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider.
I reckon we'll get that though.
Oh, give it to me all day long, and I will rub shit on myself. It'd be awesome. Like, I mean, and I know a lot of people, because I like you grow up reading this stuff, and I do know, obviously, when you go off of like fucking listening, apparently the comic series bombed. It wasn't a massive thing at all, but it was fucking, what was the name of it again? It was Ultimate Clonage.
The Clone Saga.
Yeah, it was the clone side. It was the whole arc of like, you know, like the clone and Ben Reilly and who was the real Peter Parker and all this kind of stuff. And I fucking loved it, man. I remember back then you had to buy it like issue by issue. Do you know that kind of way? You still do that with some comics now, but you know what I mean? You can kind of buy fucking big fucking, you know, complete series.
Like new comics are still the same.
But I mean,
still issue by issue.
But I can't seem to find it anywhere. Like a complete issue, like a complete fucking version probably costs.
Get the Marvel Unlimited app, man.
Hmm?
Have you know there's the Marvel Unlimited app, so you can read all the comic books online. The only downside about the app is that it doesn't actually separate things by arc.
Okay, like, right.
I would want it to go right. I want to read the Onslaught arc, and I want everything to just be, you know, in order, and I can just click and read. But it actually, what it does is it'll say, right, you have the Amazing Spider-Man, you know, from 1 to 600 or 1 to 700. You have the X-Men, which is from 1 to 544, and then you have to go and like pick each one individually. That sucks, but you can still read all of them there. I wish DC would do that. I wish there would be a DC version of that app.
Yeah.
No shit, because actually, what did I read? It was Darkest Night, I think. Fucking love that saga. Absolutely thought it was brilliant. And there's so many DC stories which I think go unheard of, from at least from a Marvel perspective.
I actually read remember the big fucking Zavi fucking
yeah.
I finally sat down and actually read Robin Year One at the start of this week.
And
it's a bloody good fucking read, man.
Nice.
Because it's the old school arc. It's not like, you know, oh, he found him in a trailer park and he had a nice dog. The way they've kind of like New 52 did and shit. That doesn't happen in the New 52. I'm just talking out my arse. But you know, the whole, you know, like the whole circus, the whole orphan thing. It's just a brilliant fucking story. Like, but I'm going to take a quick piss, my friends, and I will be right back.
Oh,
Go on.
Because I drank a lot of the fucking the waters.
It's very good.
Just read the comments there. Patty said, Into the Spider-Verse is me and my kids' favorite superhero movie ever, full stop. And Jonathan says Clone Saga bombed. Big Tom bombed as well, as Marvel kept changing what it was meant to be and turned into a massive cross-title event.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And Joshy says, I think it's because the Clone Saga went on far too long due to issues at Marvel. So I guess, do you want to go next or will I go next?
Up to you, dude. What do you want? I can go. You can go.
We can all go. For me, okay, so just today before I actually came on, I was reading Hawkeye by Matt Fraction. It was from about 4 years ago. And it's basically what the new Disney Plus show is going to be loosely based on. And it's pretty freaking awesome. It's one of my favorite comics I've read in a long time, actually.
Wait. Why do I think I recognize... Who's it by?
Matt Fraction. Hawkeye solo series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know exactly. I remember the comic book cover. There you go. It's this one. Right?
Yep, that's it.
Yep, I remember this comic book cover because I was like, what the fuck?
Nice. And Kate Bishop is in it and stuff, and he's training her. It's funny as well. It's full of action and pretty cool moments. And there's loads like cameos, I would say, from other characters here and there.
Yeah.
It's just a good bit of fun. Josh, you said I missed my DC comment.
Oh.
He said Josh, you said about DC shows they have no clue. And Damien says, Bruno, have you read Amazing Spider-Man number 10?
I mean, the original one from like 1967 or 1968?
I think there's an Amazing Spider-Man now, I think, at the moment.
Oh, no, I haven't read any of the new stuff, actually. I really haven't, yeah.
Tubbs, I was just saying there, at the moment I'm reading Hawkeye by Matt Fraction. It's
Oh, cool.
what the new TV show is going to be based off of.
Oh, the MCU's Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fair fun. It's funny, which you don't really get a lot in comics. It really shows Hawkeye as a better personality. I don't know, will Renner be able to pull that off though?
To be fair though, going off the trailer of the new show, it does seem like they're letting him kind of open up the
Branch out.
personality a bit more, you know? So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Actually, off the top of my head, does anyone, random fucking segue here, has anyone ever remember a show called Heartbreak High?
No.
That shit went down. It was like fucking some Australian show or some shit. I think it was Australian. They have funny accents.
What was it called?
And Heartbreak High. It popped on Netflix, and I was kind of going, "Oh man, I'm fucking old. I remember that thing." Yeah. So anyone in the comics or in the comics comments? Heartbreak High.
Also,
no.
Damien said the original one, Bruno, the original Amazing Spider-Man number 10.
Is that the one where he? Yeah, because I had a reprint
long
of
time
that.
ago.
Because I remember they re-released reprints or some shit for a while. I picked up one of those.
I don't recognize.
And I lost the move.
While you're searching, I'll keep going, I suppose. What I watched this week, just dropped on Netflix. It's all over Twitter at the moment. Is Squid Game, a Korean
Yes, you told me about this
TV series.
Did you hear what happened, by the way, with that? Just out of curiosity.
Go on.
So I don't know about the movie. The show. I haven't seen it, but apparently one of the bank accounts that they use in the show is a real bank account. So this person has just been getting random deposits into their bank account.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowee.
Yeah. That's all I know. I read that, and anyway, moving on. Go on, Brian.
So yeah,
like brother up, like.
So like the premise, I don't know. It's hard to talk
without spoiling
too much in depth about it, but it's very much like from the same plot as Battle Royale, mixed with Saw, I suppose.
Fuck.
Nice.
Yeah, like loads of random people who are in financial ruins are taken to a place to play games to win money.
Is there Janton in it?
Is there what?
Janton. You're Roger.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that after the podcast.
And have you guys seen Trent to Busan?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Okay, so like the dad
That's
from
the zombie
that
one you said.
No,
yeah,
I have.
Korean zombie one.
I started watching it and then I fell asleep. That's what happened. I never went back to it. That's the
Signs of a good
ADHD
movie.
brain, man. You fucking have like 10 things stacked on the side. You've got one done.
The
It's
father is
fucking
in
a
that,
nightmare.
basically.
Mhm.
And you know Storm Shadow from the original G.I. Joe movies, like Rise of Cobra, and
Yeah.
he's in it as well.
Oh damn. Okay.
The guy that
So
played him, is it?
Yeah. So like
Okay.
there is subtitles or dubbed. Your poison.
Yeah, you said to dub it or something.
Well, I think a lot of people are saying the subtitles are better. I watched the dubbed version, so it's kind of exaggerated and it kind of makes it funnier or something.
Also,
Well,
like
yeah.
the horrific shit's not hitting you as hard. Like,
Well, like it's not like my girlfriend watched it and she hates violent stuff for no reason, John, and she liked it. So I would recommend anyone to watch it. Like there's so many different kinds of characters and relationships. It'll bring the feels as well. Like
Have you just random shit? Have you watched Parasite?
yeah, phenomenal,
Fucking beautiful. Okay.
phenomenal.
Okay.
Jonathan said Ray Parks. No, he's the guy that played Snake Eyes. The Korean dude played Storm Shadow. But yeah, definitely it's the first thing I've binge watched in a long time.
You went quiet as hell. I was like,
9 episodes.
Yeah, I said that to you during the week actually. Like I would chat to Brian and Brian would just go like quiet.
yeah.
Oh no, that's when I was sick. But no,
Okay.
I watched this Friday night and Saturday day. I watched it all.
You just smashed through it.
Smashed it.
Smashed it, mate.
I also watched the thing you were on about Tubbs, the cliches thing with Rob Lowe. Pretty cool.
Yes.
I like that. It's just
It was an hour.
tropes and cliches in Hollywood.
But it was just an hour of fucking fun. You know what I mean? It's well worth to watch for anyone that like like has spent their time kind of like in and around. We all watch fucking movies and we all know the fucking cliches to death, and the fact they just go through them all, and they're so on the nose. Like,
And I was talking then to Rich and G, you guys know him as well.
Rich
About
NG, yes.
he watched Squid Game as well, and he recommended Alice in Borderland, which is very similar. So I watched 2 episodes of that, and then I was like, this is too soon after watching the other things. I'm going to park that for a while and watch
so
it.
you kind of need a break up.
Yeah.
That, like. And is that on Netflix as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Netflix has been pretty good this week.
Yeah, Netflix has come out with some real bangers. Do you know what I found out that they had on Netflix the other day? 2.5 Gun. Do you remember Naked Gun 2.5? What was it called? Fuck. Do you guys remember Naked Gun with Leslie?
Oh yeah.
33 and a third was the third one.
Yeah, Naked Gun. What was the second one called?
And all the Halloween movies, man.
It was 2.5.
Halloween 1, 2,
2.5,
4, 5.
Yeah, all the Halloween dropped as well.
Number 3 isn't there?
Breaking it. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, no, I watched it as a kid, but I'm not sure if I'd watch it again. Yeah.
It's just a man in a Will Shatner mask really going around stabbing new ones.
Have you seen that fucking photo, Joe? There's all these photos going around at the moment.
Yeah,
it's like,
I have.
It's like September fucking this, and it's October 1st, and it's like it shows William Shatner in his Kirk uniform. He's doing the pose, and then it shows Michael Myers, and I swear to God, it once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Oh my God. Okay. link when you see that, when you have a chance, Tubbs. Go on.
Bruno, your show.
I finished Ghost of Tsushima, which was really nice. And I was going to start Kenna, but I didn't. Kind of similar to actually what you said. I think once you finish something, it's too soon to kind of...
You need to break. Yeah,
need a break. So my version of a break with playing has actually been to do the expansion on Ghost of Tsushima. Jiki Island or Wiki
Back
Island.
in for more.
Yeah. Wow, why are you fisting it like that? It's like, I'm going to make you into a puppet. Hi,
Grace.
Oh, there you go. Who's that?
Punching me. Go ahead.
Punch him, Grace.
It wouldn't be a weekly show without Grace popping in.
Bye.
Night, dude.
So yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. It's good. It's alright. It's an expansion. It's much more mindless. There's some bullshit about the eagle and things like that. Honestly, the first one or the original game.
It's bringing some bullshit.
It is. You know what it is? Fuck it. Like it's obviously just a brain dead thing. There's no real connection. We don't feel the real connection to what happened in the original game or in the main game.
So it's more like a cash grab.
It definitely is. Enemies go up in difficulty, and then they have these shamans that go la, 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 and then like the players get super strong, and you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna kill you first.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Everything else then becomes like trivial. So yeah, that side a bit weak. Have started watching Final Space, the 3rd season.
Oh man, I have it there. And
it's good.
I need to find a day where I can just binge.
Yeah. So I'm on episode 11. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna start from the beginning again. I just need to. I need that reset. You kind of don't need it, but as much as I really like Final Space, the only thing that I have saying like against it, if you compare it to where it started to where the fuck it is now, it's like honestly, a monkey took like some Scrabble pieces, threw it up in the air, then like shot their shit at it, and be like, okay, wherever the poop landed, that's the story elements. That's what we're gonna do with it.
But I remember when that first came on, when that like first showed up, I had heard nothing about it. Like, do you know what I mean? I remember like, I have a few people I talked to were like, "Oh, it's just another fucking Rick and Morty rip off,"
Yeah.
I was going, "All right, look, I'll give it a go. I like the cartoon style. I like how it looks,
Yeah.
And I remember watching it, and I was chuckling. I was laughing. I was like, "Oh, Gary, fucking, it's all fucking, it's really good." But then, not to spoil anything for anyone that hasn't seen it, it's cartoon that gets really heavy in parts.
Yeah.
And like really heart fucking wrenching moments. And I'm kind of going, fuck me. And the fact that I knew nothing about it, I wasn't expecting it. And then I was fucking glued for season 2. And season 2 hits you with that same fucking kind
Yep.
of feeling. And I'm assuming season 3 is going to do it as well.
well,
you know?
so this is the thing. So for me, season 3 is more on the heavy side. So whilst the obviously what you know what you've said, there's always been a bit of a light bit, and then it goes into the heavier stuff. This has been like heavy. There are some relief parts. There's fucking hell. There's a bit with tribal, which is just beautiful. That's what I'm gonna say.
But I think
Yeah.
season 2 was building to that tone, though.
It was, but
Do
this
you
is
know
the
what I
thing.
mean? So
I don't know if so. I know that this is the last season that they've done. I know
Yeah.
it's been cancelled. I don't know if this actually finishes now, or if they're
I
going to
hope-
do a movie.
I hope they finish it, you know, because I watched a show recently called The End of the Fucking World on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was cancelled, wasn't it?
It's 2 seasons, it's 8 episodes a season, it's 22 minutes long. It's like 22, 24 minutes long. They're
Oh,
not long
no.
episodes. It's a fast watch, but they do finish it at the end of the second season.
Okay,
It doesn't leave it open, so you're going to go, well, at least it's completed. At least
I'm
the
okay
full
with that.
story's
You can
there.
move on with your life, right?
Exactly, I've
Yeah.
seen it. I've got it from the start to
It's
the end.
true. It's true. Yeah.
But for anyone that hasn't seen that outside of Final Space, that End of the Fucking World is really
I haven't seen
fucking
it.
good.
I'm gonna
Genuinely
watch it now.
worth a watch, Bruno.
If you tell me that it finishes, I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Is that the
Because
one?
I was halfway through season 2 when I found out it got cancelled. I was like, oh man, I don't want to watch the last like 4 episodes of this and have it on a massive cliffhanger. Now, that's not a spoiler, right? That's just giving you know, enough of an insight to watch it now.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Is that the show with the 2 young ones in it?
with the guy and the girl, yeah.
Yeah, I know the way around.
It's a really unusual take, but it's a really, really interesting story. It's just, as I said, just watch it, Bruno, man. If you get a weekend,
I will. I definitely will.
Try through it.
The last bit that I want to talk about things that I've been watching is Brian is gonna hate this. The Orville. I know it.
I started watching that, and do you know when I think did it take a mid-season finale or a mid-season break or something when it was first on? Or
Maybe
something.
I never.
in the
I only
States,
watch
they
it
would
because it's
normally,
on Disney now.
Oh yeah. But when it was on TV, like on Fox, I remember I watched the first half of the first season. I think it took like its mid-season break or something, and I just never went back to it.
Yeah, honestly, I enjoy it mainly because I never watched the original Star Trek when I was a kid. Like I'd have had been like 50 or whatever.
For me, it was Generations.
Yeah, right. And this is actually probably closer to Generations in a way, right? But it takes itself seriously, but it doesn't. And it's a really hard to explain. Like, you know, they're not fucking around with missions. It's not a parody, but the characters almost act. I don't know, like, you know, when you had that job when you're a teenager and everybody's like, yeah, let's just have some fun. Let's just ride, you know, the pallets and, you know, do some stupid shit.
Yeah, it's got lighthearted humor to it.
That's
you know, it's not it's a job. They're doing what they're doing, but they're not Captain Kirk in it, you know.
Exactly, and that's what I really like about it. And Brian, whilst I know you do not like Seth MacFarlane, which is why I say you wouldn't like the show, his story is maybe like 10% of the show. 10.
But he's surprisingly good in that show.
Like I don't mind his animations and stuff. It's just like you with certain people as well that we've already mentioned. His face just annoys me.
That's the fucking thing with Brie Larson.
His voice annoys me.
Room,
his
not so much.
Presence annoys me.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, face annoys me. Yeah. Like I totally get that though, because I know a lot of people that have that same fucking thing for Tom Cruise. They just won't watch anything he's in because his face annoys me.
I mean, to be fair,
I'm not like that. I
Tom
fucking watch him in anything.
teeth fucked up though, right? You guys seen that?
Well,
which?
Tom Cruise's teeth.
His knee.
Teeth. His teeth. You guys
his
know
teeth
about
got
this.
fucked up.
You guys know about this. You don't know
No.
about this. Okay.
Oh yeah. When he was young, he had all fucked up gangly teeth.
No, look. His nose. Wait. What?
Oh.
It's gonna fuck you guys up. Look at that.
Scientology's in his mouth.
Look. It goes right down the middle. Oh no. There you go.
that is fucking
It's
weird.
like somebody needs to just move. Just half an inch. Done. There you go. Then he's fixed.
But so you don't. I mean, but like I mean, I remember when like I can't remember what film he was in. It was like himself and like all the boys back in the day. I can't remember what it was. It was like Charlie Sheen and all them were all in it, and Emilio Estevez and
Oh my god.
Young
God,
Guns?
what was the fucking name of the
No.
movie? They all wore like the fucking like the jeans jackets and
know-
his teeth were gangly. Like he had gangly fucking ass
First
teeth back then. Like,
movies, to be fair, I know exactly which. I know exactly
you know what I'm
which
at
movie-
about, right?
I do.
Yeah.
You are talking. I know exactly. Hold on.
And no,
The
it's not.
Outsiders.
Yes, it probably is The Outsiders. I know
The
people were probably going to
Outsiders.
say The Breakfast Club, but it's not The Breakfast Club.
No, that is The Outsiders. I know
Yes,
exactly.
The Outsiders. Yeah, he had gangly ass fucking teeth in that movie.
There you go.
Wow.
I mean, Matt Dillon just completely fucked himself. You've seen nothing else.
Yeah, I
from
mean,
him,
like, there was a relatively famous cast in it, like,
oh, there you
Matt
go.
Dillon was in Wild Things. He's okay by me.
yeah. But like, you've got Swayze, you got fucking,
Yeah,
you got fucking Karate
Des
Kid,
Estevez,
That's the
Ralph
Karate Kid, isn't it?
Macchio, Tom
Yeah.
Dillon,
Daniel
Rob Lowe.
Alonso.
the villain of the story.
And then you have Tom Cruise. But yeah,
Yeah.
his teeth were definitely fucked up there.
Jonathan said, didn't he lose his teeth in a stunt where he had to get veneers afterwards?
His
Oh,
feet.
maybe.
Oh,
He's-
veneers, yes. Look at his teeth there.
I mean, yeah, he got wrecked up. But then you see him in Risky Business. Wait, this was Risky Business, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, there you go. Anyway,
Yeah, we kind of like went fucking on a
I know.
wild train, like,
Massive
Tom Cruise
I was
bubble.
expecting to see Tom Cruise's dental records there for a minute.
my bad.
So let's talk about What If episode 7. Before I go further, Jonathan said about Final Space, I just can't do those CalArts style animated shows. To be honest, I watched the first season and I loved it. Second season didn't draw me in as much, so I kind of gave
Yeah,
up.
I remember
about
you
three
said
ep-
that to me. You
3
weren't
episodes
hooked.
into it or so. Wasn't Matt Dillon in Entourage? I've never watched Entourage.
I mean, I
It
think-
seems like something he would fit in, though.
Yeah, I think a lot of celebrities kind of like show up for cameos in Entourage. So there's
No, I
very
think
likelihood that
his-
he was in that.
brother or his cousin, Kevin Dillon.
He's been in a good few things. I've done. He's in something about Mary as well.
Yeah,
Something
He
about
is.
Mary. What
Yeah.
a film.
Kevin Dillon is. I think it's. I don't know if it's. Yeah, cousin, brother. There you go. This
Oh,
guy.
sorry, I thought you said Matt Dillon. Yeah,
No,
Matt
I
Dillon.
said Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon was in. He was the guy that lied to Mary, and he's like, "Yeah, I've been to Nepal. Do you have any change for these coins? Blah blah blah." It's like, oh fuck off, dude. He was the private detective, wasn't he?
The private? No, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, he hired him to follow her or something, and then fell in love with her, basically.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And then the guy from Scary Movie was in it as well. Woogie, was it? Yeah. And he was
Oh,
obsessed
yeah,
with her
Woody,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
Oh my God. Yes, that was him.
I've only seen that so recently.
yeah. In Scary Movie, he had like the fucking claw hand, you know, like the
Take
fucking.
my hand, child.
And then,
Take
in
my
that
strong
fucking
hand.
film, he'd like
Take my
leeching
good
all
hand.
over. And even a similar fucking thing in How I Met Your Mother, he shows up and like he's playing like
Oh, he
Lily's dad, but he's still fucking kind
Yes.
of like a weird ass fucking character in that as well.
with his board games. Do you remember?
Yes, yes.
Oh my God, weirdo. Yes, I
So-
remember that.
Bonus points for how many universes you spotted in What If.
Universes.
Oh,
There is
Is it
apparent.
like- Is this now? But is this how many universes they broke through during the fight, or in general throughout the episode?
Throughout the episode. In the
7.
fight.
oh, I didn't count.
So, like, I've been watching, like, do you know those videos? Things you may have missed in
Yes,
Marvel's
yes.
What If episode 7. And
Yeah.
apparently, if there's a point where they actually go through Mustafar from the Star Wars universe.
What?
What?
Yeah.
But how many did? Because I mean, obviously once they were breaking through, like boom, 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 boom. I
Also,
counted-
spoilers for What If episode 7.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we're gonna spoil the shit out of it. But I counted 7. I could be wrong. Maybe I overcounted, or maybe.
Like, some of the Easter eggs were fantastic. There was they
Hmm.
destroyed Asgard, I think, at one point.
Well, they went through all like they
Pretty much all
started-
the MCU places at
Yeah,
the start.
Oh
basically.
my God, it is Mustafa.
Like let's be honest, what didn't or what did survive?
What was your favorite? I know the answer here. What was your favorite moment of the episode, Tubbs?
Oh.
Or do you have one, Bruno?
Go
Now
on,
look,
Tubbs.
I know people are probably thinking like, oh, it's when fucking Ultron beats the shit out of fucking Brie.
No,
yeah,
I wasn't actually going to say.
That was satisfying. That was
I
satisfying.
didn't think of that actually.
But fucking favorite part of the episode, like I really dug the fucking fight between him and the Watcher.
I
Like that was some Dragon Ball Z shit. Like
Yeah.
love that. I loved it when the Watcher is. You see him running away, and you're thinking, "This motherfucker is going to get beat up." And then when you see him actually like lay down hands, and he's like, "Okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this." And he was fucking badass. Loved it. That was
My,
my favorite.
like there was a lot of moments in it. Like do you know, like the part where like
My
Hawkeye
favorite
and-
part before you say it, I want to say it, is where Thanos finally achieves perfect balance. I've been sliced right through the middle.
Now, I was about to talk to you about that because I had seen online so many people, like
Oh, it
one or
was
two people I
fucking
know,
perfect.
had such a fucking issue with that moment. They were like,
Oh,
it was
because-
so fucking stupid. Like, seriously, like, he had like all the fucking stones and Thanos would just get sliced in half. I was kind of going, and like, because I had seen a few people say that, like, if you look at like Robert Downey Jr. and Thanos have been treated like bitches in the What If series.
Yep.
I've heard this being said. Now, to be fair, can't say people are wrong about this one because Downey's died 4 times.
Yes, he has. But the other thing I would say, okay, so the argument that I heard or that I read was, well, why didn't Vision do this in the MCU? Well, Vision in the MCU that you see actually has a conscious. He's not destructive. But my God, this Vision was Ultron, right? This was an Ultron Vision.
Oh
That
yeah.
slice was just like fucked.
But there was another thing where I was reading as well. What people were saying is, do you know the way the stones are supposed to only like have their like full power, full array of power within each timeline and each universe. So if you take the stones outside of say like a set universe, they don't kind of with the paperweight scenario and all that.
Yeah.
But what I
that's a fair
noticed in
point.
this is what I don't think a lot of people noticed was when he's battling the Watcher,
Mhm.
he's not shooting at full power. It's just like blasts and laser beams, but it's not like manipulation or fucking like reversing time. He's not doing any of that shit. It's just the power of the fucking stones he's within. But my favorite moment,
I think though
believe it
he's
or not,
imbued with power. Though. I don't
but
know.
my favorite visual moment in this episode was that shot of they kind of did the reverse Black Widow thing with Hawkeye.
Oh,
And
I
when
know.
and it was like a reverse within a reverse, right? It was like he sacrificed Joe instead of the Black Widow sacrifice.
Yes,
And then if you remember in the first Avengers, he jumps off the roof and turns backwards to shoot up. He turns forward to shoot down. And it just looked like this. Like everything was lengthened out and stretched. It just looked so fucking cool. I thought that moment was amazing. But yeah, this episode was fucking class,
I loved it.
But Brian, now because we have talked about this, now do you think that the what if, like what if Tony had a baby with fucking Peggy Carter, or what if just random stories? Now it seems like all of these what if scenarios are really, really building
They are.
towards something,
Well, this was the first part.
Especially with how it
two-parter.
ended.
And the 2 parts is the end, the finale.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Man,
this
that's
is
gonna
the-
suck.
Does look
Okay.
like, from what I'm looking at here, and this is, as I said, I could be completely wrong. You can tell me in the comments or here in the room if you want. But it genuinely does seem like the end of this season is building to like Peggy Carter, bad Doctor Strange, fucking Thor, Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Like all the
Go
things,
watch watch the initial trailer for What Ifs, and you see the multiverse Avengers.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like a multiverse Avengers versus
Ultron.
Mega
it's just-
Ultron.
I
Can't call
hope
him
that
Ultron. He's Mega Ultron.
Mega Ultron, Vision
But-
Ultron. I
Mega
just hope
Ultron.
that I hope that they actually end it properly though, because
I
the
do
bit that I think will
love-
suck is if they don't finish it.
But I do love about this episode especially, you know, because like for the last few weeks, I know I've been talking about it. Is like they've been showing you a little more of the Watcher in each episode and more, you know, like and even in the Doctor Strange thing, like you know, he like Doctor Strange. Funny enough, like Ultron, hears him speaking and like who's there, that kind of a thing, you know,
Yeah.
senses him. It's got higher being type thing. It's like he couldn't get out of his own fucking way. Like he kept like when he knew when Ultron heard him, like that's if that was me, I'd be like, I'm shutting up. Like shut up talking, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, he kept monologuing.
And that's what
No.
gave him like the
And
tracker,
and, you
the
know,
tracer.
yeah, and it was like I mean it was so fucking weird because even like because it kind of broke open the multiverse and like obviously and you know I've heard so many people go like, oh man, this what if series is completely just fucking up the MCU's canon and timeline and
shut
kind
the
of
fuck up.
no, it's not. It's not.
No, it
It's
ain't.
fucking
It's
fun.
shaking it. It's shaking it up.
Yeah, it's shaking it up. Do you know
It's
what I mean?
causing ructions.
But it is, but at the same time, I mean, I'm assuming now because I think when this first came out, I mean, this is what I reckon anyway. When this first came out, I didn't think in any way, shape, or form this was going to be connected to the main timeline of the MCU.
Mhm.
I just thought this was going to be like a fun new show of what if scenarios, you know, and it seems like very much that's not a thing now.
It's a proper depth towards the actual
And
universe.
one thing was pointed out to me the other day as well is it's crazy how you look at an MCU show, an animated movie, not this episode, but it was like the zombie episode. Peter Parker is wearing the Doctor Strange cape.
Mhm.
But if you go back and watch Into the Spider-Verse,
This is wrong. I know what you're on about.
are you sure? Because this was pointed out to me the other day.
Spider-Man had a
Miles
cape
is
in the
walking
60s
through,
as well.
there's a suit in there with a red collar and a cape.
It doesn't have the Doctor Strange thing though. It's just a regular cape.
Okay, but the one that's pointed that out to me, I was like, that's pretty fucking badass. Like, it probably wasn't done on purpose, but you know,
Because Miles even says something about it. Seriously, a cape?
yeah.
And he's like, yeah, well, different time or whatever he says then.
But
Yeah.
It wasn't Doctor
Overall,
Strange
though.
cape though.
no, but overall about this episode, like, because I do feel like if you were to like look at how many episodes are we in now? 8, 7,
7 that was.
7 episodes. How many episodes is in this season? Excuse me.
The next week is the finale.
Oh, this is next week. Okay. It's 8 episodes. So like out of all of them, like how would you rank them so far?
Oh, I think
You know what I
we
mean?
did this a
Like
few
what
weeks ago.
was okay?
That's
Like
really
not all
hard.
of them, but like out of all of 7 so far.
The absolute worst one was the Killmonger one for
Yep.
me.
Followed by the
Black Panther for me.
The Thor one.
No, what was it?
That'd be my third worst, I would say.
No, but see, the thing with, I mean, I know I said I wasn't, the thing with the Thor episode for me was,
Murder Mystery.
it's like I didn't hate it, but it definitely wasn't like my favorite.
No, it
There was
was
a
just
lot of
mine. It was mindless fun, and it didn't really
Yeah, but I mean, like, because I mean, for me,
have
just
any
like
weight to it.
certain things happened in it that I like totally kind of was like, oh man, I totally want to like see like a Darcy and fucking Howard the Duck fucking like their sitcom show now. Like that's something I really want to see.
Actually, I'd watch that. I would actually
That would be
watch
fucking brilliant.
I
Do you know
like
what I mean?
Howard
Because
the
that would
Duck
be
stuff.
just very fucking funny. But you know, yeah, the Killmonger one and the Killmonger one for me, I think it really falls apart. Not because you know it being Killmonger or anything like that, because I think Killmonger's a fucking really cool villain. But for me, it's like when we watched that episode and we talked about it on the show, we kind of wrote a better episode than the one we were given. Do you know what I mean? It was right there. It was like fucking, because you're gonna have to give me his name again because it always fucking escapes me. Jeff Bridges' character. Ulysses Clay.
Ironmonger.
I
Ironmonger.
was going to say Warmonger.
Who's Ulysses Clay? That's Andy Serkis.
Claw.
Ulysses
Who the
Claw.
fuck am I about?
Obadiah Stane is Jeff Bridges, and
Okay, I keep fucking
Ulysses
forgetting.
Claw is the Black Panther villain, who's played by the guy you said.
Andy Serkis, yeah.
Yeah.
I got the wrong name, but yeah, Jeff Bridges' character, I think should have been the story they told there. You know, the Killmonger I mean, they could have bridged that fucking story with the second episode where Black Panther was Star-Lord.
Yeah.
You know, they could have had Killmonger.
It would have been worse.
And there's like, for me, we've gotten 7 episodes, and don't get me wrong, I've really enjoyed the majority of them. But like, I can't help but like feel like that, like we're getting to the end of the season, and like they've really, really like
Definitely are.
no,
I
they've like,
I just hope that they
Tony
finish it
Stark for
properly, though.
one has really got a raw deal.
Yeah, but if you got to think as well though, these are what ifs. He's won all of these in the actual storyline, so
Yeah, but
they have
do
to
you know what I
lose
did
some
like?
things.
There was a little detail in the thing, and Dolly short. It's crazy how they didn't actually expand this scene a little more. And the fact that it was only a tiny little scene, was the vision that Tony Stark has about all the Avengers being killed, and like fucking.
It was in episode
that was
7.
the vision. That was it. Like, that was the actual fucking scene. I was kind of going, shit, man, why they could have like done that scene, you know?
Yeah. That's true.
But I do like that. Like, it started off like with Black Widow, and it's crazy. Like, this is what I mean about like the
It was very
world's-
like the actual Age of Ultron comic as well.
yeah, but it's like the world's
up.
mightiest heroes, you know, and you know, like, you know, they're always like cracking jokes about, oh, you know, like Hawkeye just being the regular guy, and you know, like Black Widow. But man, they always fucking seem to survive. They always seem to fucking be the ones standing on the ground after all this
Yeah.
shit goes fucking pear-shaped. And all the big mighty heroes like Steve Rogers, Cap, and all them are all the ones that seem to always fall.
Because they
Because
put
they're the
themselves through.
they're the
Yeah.
first on the line.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
would say.
but the fact that they're still there, you know, after all that shit was wiped out, or all this shit was on the verge of being wiped out, and all these fucking like, you know, the super powered Avengers were killed off, and they're still there. It always baffled my mind. But if you look at it, even in the movies, like Hawkeye's a regular guy, but Hawkeye, if you look back at the movies, people used to slag his character off a lot, Jeremy Renner's character. But even you look at Ultron, he's the one on the ground saving their ass and really pulling weight. You know, he's got a lot of moments that I think people undershadow because, you know,
But he's got to
Thor's
have
doing
those
something
moments that
awesome
seem useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's like for like oh, he's just a regular guy with the arrows. He seems to be a lot more. What's the best way to put it?
Useful
Integral.
than expected.
Yeah, he's a lot more useful, and he does a lot more than I think even the Avengers see
Give them
within
credit to.
their
Yeah.
story. You know what I mean?
But one of the things I wanted to talk about. So Ultron wipes out everyone in fucking Earth, and it's literally just Black Widow and Clint.
Yeah.
What is the fucking point of them going to go and get what was his name?
Zola.
Why? What's the point? Nothing. Are they going to repopulate the Earth?
Well,
Adam and Eve situation.
well, to be fair, they can't, because he did sacrifice himself.
She's burned.
So
Oh, shit.
she's just gonna use the robot. That robot's not being
She's
used.
burned though. She remember as all the Black Widows have their fucking womb taken out.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah.
True. I forgot about that.
So that robot isn't gonna
Horrible
be
word
used
as well,
for,
Baron. I don't know why.
I know.
killing Ultron. It'll be interesting
That's
to
what
see
she
where they
says,
go
like,
with this. I do love that she picked up the shield. You know, the thing.
The Red Guardian shield, yeah.
The Red Guardian
Oh,
shield.
yeah.
And it was like, I still haven't seen Black Widow. I'm waiting for it to come on Disney Plus.
It's already available.
No,
But
Premier
I'm waiting for it
Access.
to go on Disney Plus, so I don't have to pay €22 to watch it. I'm already paying subscription rate, you know.
I thought
Is it on Disney
okay.
Plus?
Is it?
Because I know Free Guy and all those went up, and Cruella and stuff.
I thought it was.
Because I had said to Brian, like, I was wondering, like, what was the delay with putting it up?
October 6th. 3 days.
Oh, it's 3 days. Oh, yeah, okay.
3 days. Sorry,
Because I
thought it was
did
out
hear
already.
that
3 days.
the way she jumps down at one point and does like the superhero Black Widow landing.
Yeah.
That's actually
Poser.
but that's actually a rip on her sister slagging her in
Yes,
Black Widow.
I picked that up as well. Yes.
Yeah, and I hadn't even seen it, but I was told that. I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. You know?
So lads, we have 8 minutes to go. I did plan to talk about Daredevil, because there's rumors out there, not confirmed, that Daredevil and its whole cast are coming back.
Yes.
Now, the way they're doing it is I don't know if you guys are aware of the character Echo, but she is in Hawkeye.
You were
So
saying
she's
that to me.
She's in Hawkeye, the show coming up. And she's a character from Daredevil. She's blind as well, that he trains. So they reckon that she's going to have a spin-off show basically next year. And they reckon that Daredevil and Daredevil cast could return in that, and then thus leading into a Daredevil season 4 afterwards.
Oh, so still continuing
Yep.
from the Netflix series, but just
It's like a soft
slightly
reboot.
rebooted.
They'll have, yeah.
like rejigged to enter the MCU.
Yeah.
That's a fucking cool way to move forward.
And of course, he's rumored to appear in Spider-Man.
Oh, come here.
As
Andrew Garfield is denying it. Charlie Cox
What's
is
his
denying
name?
it. They're all fucking in it. Like fucking man. Like Bruce fucking Campbell is going to be in this fucking movie. You know, as the fucking Usher from fucking Spider-Man fucking 2.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
just
wasn't he the announcer as well?
he was a
wasn't
ring
he-
announcer.
That was the first
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
He was the bellboy or something in the second one, was he?
Yeah.
And he was the voice. He was the voice and the game as well.
Yeah.
The narrator in the game. Some comments before we go. Damien says, "Is there going to be a what if for Quentin Beck?" I don't think so. They're running out of time there. Jonathan said, "Disney Plus shows haven't been great for endings. Tend to always lead on to the next thing." Well, that is kind of the nature of the universe beast, though, isn't it? Everything kind of leads on to something else.
Yeah.
I mean, but I do going off that point. I really do hope going forward that the shows, because I do think even with WandaVision, it was very kind of like loosely left, like it's wide open at the end. Falcon and the Winter Soldier really didn't tell you anything in the direction, really. They hinted at a few things, but there was no solid direction on where that's going.
No.
Well,
I'm
to
assuming
be fair,
Captain
like
America 4, whatever. But you know, I do agree with that. I hope going forward the shows really do. Like if you watch a show and it, you know, has a post-credit sequence that leads directly into this movie and it goes into this joke, because so far it doesn't seem like the shows are doing that. And I've heard a few people say that it makes the shows feel less important than the movies.
I think Loki is the one that will change it all, though.
I think Loki has changed that with
Yeah,
with that ending, right?
Loki was the one to do that, but they still need to pay that off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. They need
Like
to
that
actually
needs
make
to
the
like that
connection.
needs to show up in like something in like in the Eternals or Spider-Man or something. Do you know what I mean? Like something, or even because if they wait until like Doctor Strange,
It has paid it off,
yeah.
but I'm not saying how and I'm not saying why, but I know it has.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm
So
leaving it there.
as long as it
Because
has,
it's spoilery, massive spoilers. I'm not saying it. Boogie Bop says, "If you ask me that,"
Hey.
this is very interesting actually. If you ask me, that entire episode was used as a setup to get Black Widow to come back to the MCU. She's the only survivor of her world, and she would end up on Earth 616.
As long as
And
it's
she has
Bell.
settled with Disney as well.
She has, but as long as it's Lake
She
Bell
has.
and not Scarlet. Honestly, I just every time I hear Lake Bell's voice, man, it's just like, yep, take me there.
I'm going to be honest about it. And I hope Phil is right on this, Mr. Boogie Bop. Give me fucking Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow any fucking day of the week. I will watch it all day long.
I do think as well though. Jonathan said the end credit scene can be used to set up the next thing. The show itself needs to have some sort of ending. I do think WandaVision had an ending. To be fair,
it definitely did. It did. WandaVision more so set up.
But there were more questions. You had more questions left over.
Oh, you did.
A TV series does that though, does it not?
But I think when WandaVision came out, I think we very well knew, we had the information already that it was heading towards Spider-Man and Doctor Strange too, because we already kind of knew that was going to be like a trilogy arc in itself. So it was kind of easier to, even when that ended, it was like, oh, we know where that's going. But if you didn't know that information, I agree with Bruno, you had more questions than answers.
Boogie Bop says, "Tubbs, you'll watch it all day long, yet you won't pay €22.
Dude,
every cut,
€22. When it comes on in 3 fucking days' time, I watch it all day long.
Yeah, fair play.
Boogie Bop, I have to tell you though, you would have enjoyed this stream tonight because every single person that came into the comments started with an insult to Tubbs. It was just
I know.
Fucking hell. What am I going to do
Outstanding.
to get some fucking respect around here? Like, yeah.
And we even touched base on Tubbs's wrestling career.
Which Boogie Bop was very much a part of.
The sickest burn of the week. Oh,
I'm so sorry, Tubbs.
Yeah, you cut me deep on that one, Bruno.
the
You really did. Like,
execution was
I'll buy you a pint, mate. I'll
French
buy you a
kiss.
I thought we were forming a bond, man. You know, you just cut me right in the heart.
pint. We could be Scissor Brothers.
Scissor me.
I like it.
Oh god, he'd hold you to that, you know. Literally hold you.
Force you down by the throat.
Give me a starfish kiss, okay?
Oh, hey, we're getting non-PG up in this house.
And that means it's time to go.
What?
So yeah, I felt really stupid. Well, not stupid, but my parents went to see James Bond before I did.
Really?
Oh shit! Did they like it though?
They loved it, yeah.
I've heard great things so far from like people I know and have seen it in reviews and stuff. It's getting
Yeah, Mick Holland just said, "Go Gimli."
Go Gimli.
You can
But
have
I
my
just called
axe.
Gimli the dwarf. Yes.
You can have my stepping stone. My
I'll
stepladder.
fucking smash your stepping stone off your fucking forehead, cunt.
Oh, guys, thanks to everyone for hopping on the comments and insulting Tubbs and adding to the conversation. It was a great crack as always. There wasn't loads of news this week without using spoilers and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was definitely more of a general chat, and it was a lot of fun.
There was more spoilery stuff in the news this week than actual entertainment.
This is what I wanted to say, and thank you for reminding me, is Sony are absolute plebs for putting Venom out 2 weeks before us in the
Yes.
US.
Oh yeah.
We don't get it's all came out on the
I-
first,
I-
and it's go on.
Because I mean, we didn't get like everyone else in the world got the movie. We just got the spoilers.
Yeah,
I
You know?
thankfully I've not read any of the spoilers.
Yeah,
managed to
I've
avoid
been
it,
dodging it like the plague at the moment now.
But
So-
it's-
when I wasn't feeling great during the week, well, the other day, and I was like, oh,
Brian broke his own rule, people.
I'd love a bit of a buzz right now. What will I look at? And I just started searching stuff on Twitter, and the video popped up, and I watched it.
why?
I still know nothing about the movie itself. Just
you
the
know.
post credit screen. Post credit
Post-credit
scene.
scene. It's annoying. I don't know why Sony did that, to be fair.
So Brian is going into the Venom and Carnage movie backwards. You're gonna have
I never
to
do
watch
it, though.
Irreversible style, man.
But I haven't seen anything of the plot of Venom and Carnage, and the scene I saw, nothing to do with the movie.
But completely side noted before we actually wrap this up. Has anyone here seen Irreversible?
Oh, what?
It's a film. It's a French movie, but the entire thing starts. The film starts at the end credits and reverses back scene by scene until the very start of the movie.
Okay.
Phil knows what I'm talking about. Irreversible. It's as French as you can get.
I'm not sure if that's a
the
good thing.
Perverted, shocking, deviated way.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, no, but the film is what it is. It's a good watch for some. It's other people hated it because it was too full on and too graphic and stuff. But
yeah.
the concept of watching a film from the very last scene and watching the story play out backwards is
It's like any Christopher Nolan film, then.
It's fucking genius. Now, obviously, you can get a version that plays it in real time from the beginning to the end, but it was never intended to be watched that way. And it makes the twist at the end even fucking more shocking when you watch it that way.
Because you've already seen it.
I've seen it a ridiculous amount of times.
Okay. No, but what I'm saying is, okay, cool.
But before we go, let's read the last 2 comments. I do have a small apology to make as well, actually.
Who, me?
No, I do.
Oh.
So
Just because he said small tubs doesn't mean it's for you.
that would be a small apology.
Yeah, you've just ruined me with the small jokes tonight. Like.
And Jonathan says, I have a box, Tubbs. And Mick says L is for love, Tubbs. I'll
Oh,
give
I
you a
love you
box.
too, Mick.
Mick says I'll give you a box of chocolates.
Oh,
And Damien says I freaking loved No Time to Die. Still not as good as Living Daylight's personal fave. Now my apologies to Damien because he had asked me earlier in the day to discuss James Bond action figures, and I even said it to Tubbs before we started. And
Yes,
it
yeah,
just-
you mentioned that, man. We
It
rambled on
just
about madness.
completely slipped my mind. So next week we're going to talk about James Bond action figures
Yeah, because I'm
straight away.
genuinely interested to fucking hear about this, and I won't even look it up, and I'll just let you fucking kind of like show us some shit and talk about it.
Well, there hasn't been many. That's the thing. Like, so
Okay, but we can
Yeah.
discuss it, because that's pretty fucking damn cool.
Jonathan said you do mean twist at the start, right? To you.
Question. So if we're getting like a James Bond action figure, like,
We're not though. That's the discussion.
oh, we're not.
There
Then? I thought
hasn't
you said
been
we
one.
were.
No,
Yeah, but there hasn't been one. But you were saying, is there one coming?
are we
Yeah.
discussing this now or are we leaving it for next week?
No,
I'm
we'll
okay.
we'll definitely leave it for next week because I
Okay,
have
because
to go to
we can
bed.
probably rant about
Okay.
this for a while.
Yes.
But yeah,
we
we'll
also have the
definitely cover that
Mezco
next
stuff
week.
to discuss next week.
Do we have to?
Mezco.
If you like figures and pajamas, go buy some Mezcos and they'll
Yep.
take all your money, and you'll never see them for a year and a half.
Oh, and then some. Batman 89, anyone?
Oh, fucking love it.
Yeah, that shit is still. We're still waiting on that. On supposedly the best Batman 89 figure, and it's still not
Well,
out.
apparently, from what I was reading on Twitter a while ago, with the Flash movie coming out,
Mhm.
with McFarlane having like connections to the license, apparently we are getting a Batman 89, like a Batman 89 action figure and a Batman Flash action figure in the coming lineups.
As I don't know, not to be a party pooper, but as soon as you said McFarlane, man, I'm out of the game. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like that's. I mean, like I know, like not everyone likes the owl McFarlane's, but I mean, like
That's
you
pretty
saw
cool, has to be
you
said.
saw Brian's Predator a while ago. Like you could
Yeah.
design a pretty fucking decent custom from one of those. Like,
I like
and
that.
is this the one that's like $200 or something?
this was the Mezco Batman, $110.
It's only 110.
Yeah. When did it go on? Does it even? give
I
a
gotta
date?
start dropping hints for my birthday this year.
That one
So
right for another
we're
few
supposed
years.
to be shipping October 2021. I don't even know when it went up for pre-order. But man, this has been announced for fucking ages.
I've always wanted
Look
that
at that
figure. Like,
movable eye feature. Look how good that shit looks. But it's
That's
still not
when
out.
you're not looking at it.
Haha, but
I fucking love it, man. Batman 89 is just such a fucking cool costume, and they never and it's like they've done variations of it, but they've never fully like taken that design into the comic books and ran with it.
No.
Do you know? It's always been like, they've done tactical armor, but they've never went with that full black suit with the yellow belt and the fucking thing. Now then, bits and pieces, but yeah, I just want it. I want all of it all over me.
And that wraps it up for this week, guys.
Hey.
We got to finish on Felt, start on Felt.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks everyone for dropping by. It was loads of fun as always. Thanks to my two twisted friends, Bruno and Tubbs.
Twubs.
I think all we need now is Tubbs has Brie Larson. I have Tobey Maguire. We have to get someone you hate next, Bruno.
I have a few people.
I'll give you a week.
Does it have to be famous people?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
we
mean,
can
the mass.
So we can all have fun with it too.
Because let's be
Todd
honest.
McFarlane. McFarlane. I hate McFarlane.
Too many people hate him already, though.
Okay, fine.
That's not niche enough.
Yeah,
Anyway.
now all you're doing is bandwagon hitting, right?
Well, Tubbs, to be fair, a lot of people hate Brie Larson and
Yeah, but they don't got the reasons I got, man.
Tobey Maguire.
They're all like, oh, she's too woke. Oh, she dislikes men. I hate her because she's a cunt.
Jesus. Okay, I will find someone who I hate. Next
But You don't have to like.
But
it's
just
you might-
letting you know,
you
people
might
in
as
the
well
comments,
like.
we don't really hate these people. It's satire and fun to really kind of amplify it up and you know, say
That's
silly.
true. No,
jump
I
board words about them.
can't stand Tobey Maguire. I'm sorry, I can't go with
Yeah,
that.
but you
vibe.
can't stand it. But like you yourself, hating something is very strong. But when you get to talk about it in a really amplified way, he's just a cunt.
But he's a cunt in real life, though, not just annoying
But
people
see,
on Twitter.
so is she.
But she's just annoying people on Twitter.
Could you
with her
imagine the
views.
cunting kids they'd have if they cunted together?
The amount of cunts in this place, this looks like a fish market.
Man,
So we
I
need to
beg
wrap it up.
anyone right in the comment section right now, right? Go back and view this video.
I have no Tobey Maguire action figure, and I will never buy one.
No, but right, go back, all right? This is a
Even
challenge
if they
for
do
next week.
one in Marvel Legends, no chance.
Count up the amount of times the word cunt was said in this video.
I'm sure it was said a cunt a lot of times. But anyway,
Yeah.
The count,
And,
the
and
count
who,
counter.
who knows? Who knows?
I think someone in the comments has to count in future.
Yes.
And as you just said, Bruno,
but I don't
cunt counter.
normally overuse it because, like, let's be honest, cunt is your word.
Yeah, it used to be.
I've just found it really funny tonight to really amplify and overuse it. It's been fucking.
But I think that's
hilarious.
because of all
Sorry,
the
Tubbs. Which word did you
I
find
think
really
cunt.
funny? Oh, okay, gotcha.
cunt country.
Oh,
I think that's from all the persecution we've gotten in the comments tonight, though, to be fair.
Okay, I'm gonna do one thing right now, right? I'm gonna say it right here.
Oh god.
stop the stream, Brian.
No. This is like,
And we're gone. Bye.
what? I didn't say that.
Okay, go on. Do it, Tubbs. Do it.
Go on.
Show
We're
us your
closing
demos.
with this, guys. So
I hope you all have a great night.
Oh no!
Fantastic.
Don't do that. Do the proper thing.
Brie Larson's a cunt.
Oh, is that it?
I didn't have a clue.
What were
Dude,
you
I'm
gonna?
like a
guys.
fucking dog at the wind. I don't have a fucking clue what's going on.
What were you going to do before? Before we
I
like?
don't fucking know.
Oh shit!
Dude, I forgot
Also-
my point 10 fucking minutes ago. I didn't have a fucking clue.
We just do it.
Man,
what's
I'm
the
fucking
thing?
ADHD to boot, man. I fucking follow with butterflies when I'm
We just
fucking
destroyed
fucking-
genius. God
Oh,
damn
but
it!
chippa-tappa.
yeah, he's broken, guys. Time to go.
Broken.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks for coming. I love reading all your comments and stuff. Great fun as
It's
always.
been fun.
Keep up the Tubbs banter next week as well. Because he
don't,
loves it,
'cause
as you could
You're hurting my feelings, right? Said feelings.
Breaking
and
my
hurting-
heart.
just
You're
a small
breaking my
bit.
heart, man. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Hey.
And he said the my Ross saying in the corner.
In the corner. I did say it like that, didn't I?
And
Fucking hell.
lads, also I'm like 6 subs from 800. So if you can sub or
Yeah,
tell,
man, get that motherfucker
tell
over the
a
line.
friend.
He fucking deserves that shit.
At
We'll see you
800
later,
subs,
guys.
he will show us everything.
He'll pull his dick out.
No.
Yeah.
Anyhow, guys, see you later. Have a beautiful time and all that stuff.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.